What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Flagrant 2, No Easy Buckets. Sandra Schulz here. I got Akaash Singh, real life Kaz, or just Kazeem, as he's known now. Back in the day, we used to know him. The Twitter folks used to know him as real life Kaz. Now you're all professional, right? Once you start working for the Post, motherfucker, you got to go by his whole name.
Doing Yahoo ads.
Yeah, bro. They don't got an on-time schedule on that shit.
Hey,
this motherfucker did a whole advertisement about how he keeps his schedule together. You don't.
Well, that's why I have Yahoo Mail.
You need to get Google. You know what I mean? Google have
But
it
that's
here
the
on
good thing
top.
about it, though, because like I really don't have a Yahoo Mail account, but you can use like your other email accounts with it. So I'm like,
With
I
Yahoo?
can do that. Yeah.
That's how much Yahoo knows nobody uses Yahoo.
I respect
They're like,
it.
listen, you ain't changing over.
And listen, know your audience, all right? Know your goddamn audience. I'm mad
What
at
is
it.
your audience? 70-year-olds in Minnesota? Who's on Yahoo?
My boy was like, Yahoo is the burner account mail that you use for like Pornhub and shit. I was like, I'm those guys.
Yahoo's
yes.
the new Hotmail.
Yeah, listen.
Son, Yahoo and Hotmail the same shit. They both been the old Hotmail.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Eddin for creating that and producing that, man. Shout out to
Oh, Eddin, you shot that?
Yes,
Eddin's
sir.
the
That's
guy,
why
huh?
my fucking Brilliant Idiots clips are late?
We've been working on this shit
about to
for
get
months, bro.
fired, bro.
The
I
Brilliant
gotta-
Idiots clips, that one's on me.
What
Because he
happened?
did send it to me to review it, and I didn't realize he sent it to me.
All right, fair enough.
That was
Fair
it.
enough. You're off. You're off.
You're off the hook, Eddin.
You're off the hook on this one. This turkey's been pardoned. All right. AlexxMedia also in the building. We got some fun. We got some sauce. Alex came through with the sauce before we started.
I must say, you look very influenced today. I like your fit. You got the kid
Oh,
hoodie.
thank you. Speaking of fits, so I like sneakers.
Yo, shut up.
I like sneakers.
This
Here
shit.
goes the
Nah.
bullshit.
And so is this
Shut the
fucking
fuck
works.
up, dude.
Shut the fuck up.
Who cares
Come
about
on,
this shit?
son.
Talk about the real thing you want to put your body in.
So I want
real
to
vessel.
I want to slip my feet into some
tell you right
sneakers.
now.
Let's take a trip
tell
with
you
us,
right
Alex.
now.
We're gonna call Alex Sky Miles.
Try and get
Let's
that
go Sky
platinum.
Miles. Let's
Listen.
go Sky Miles.
I'm mad at the upgrade, bro.
Yo,
Yo, he got that diamond dick. Alex got that diamond dick,
Yo,
yo.
Alex out here trying to get free flights. You never paid for a flight.
That's what I'm saying.
I
I'm
paid for
like,
the
yo,
flights.
you already got the
All
plane
your
hookup.
flights are free. You're my buddy pass. You are good. Okay? Yeah. Alex really think he got barter dick.
People listening to
You
this.
ain't bartering that shit.
People listening to this probably don't have proper context. So before the show,
Alex is willing to hook up with a male stewardess.
yeah, he's basically
There we
like,
Alex willing to go on a date with a male stewardess. What do you call a male stewardess? What do you call that? Akaash, what
I
is a
think
male
you hit the
stewardess?
nail. You know what's funny?
What
If
is
I see a straight male flight attendant, I respect him less.
why? Why?
Like a gay flight attendant, I'm like, that's what's up.
That's what
you
you're
do.
supposed to
I
do.
feel like I'm
A
flying
male, it's
classy.
like, you bitch.
Yo, can we be honest here?
Yeah.
No.
Where are the straightest gay flight attendants from? Attendants, none. I already know, but go.
What do you mean, like which airline?
What area are the straightest gay flight attendants from?
The straightest gay
The
flight
straightest
attendants.
gay flight attendants.
I don't know.
Atlanta, bro. Anytime I got a connection or anything like that, it's always a black dude that's like well fucking kept, and he kind of like homies me a little
Yeah.
bit. He's like, "Yeah, can I get you anything? You good? All right, cool." Like, and I'm like, "Is this a straight flight attendant?"
That's just Atlanta.
The second he gets on that mic, bro. Them gays need
true.
to perform, son. They need
that
to
shit jumped out.
perform. We gonna get there when we get there.
No, that is their time to shine.
Yo,
though.
they love
course.
it. They got jokes.
They got jokes. They
bars
put
on
a
this
set
shit.
on.
Yeah,
They put
land
a
the
whole
plane. I didn't hear about
I
that.
hate when a pilot tries to be funny. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up. yo.
Fucking just give him a drinks, bro.
Just drive.
With a
You're
hot
not even
towel.
driving a plane, bro. You're not even the computer's driving a plane, right?
Yeah.
That's the easiest job. That's Tesla.
Yo,
We've been had the self-driving.
That is true.
Get
Plane,
it up
right?
and get it down. Yeah.
You just got to get it down.
Can I tell you something? I
Yeah.
had a female pilot last night on my flight.
Hold on.
Dead ass, 3 hours late.
So, was she black? No.
I was about to say, couldn't park, couldn't.
Can I tell you how easy it is to fly a plane, low key?
Here we go.
Yo, terrorists drove that shit right into the Twin Towers, son. Think about this. No, think about this. Like, you would think you might miss, right? It's not like the Twin Towers is that big. They drove that shit, not like the wing. Direct hit. Direct. Think about that. Think about that for a second.
I mean, they went to school.
Son, what school? They went to school to you don't go to school to drive a 747. They went to school to drive the little it might have been an inside job, bro.
It's a lot harder to drive one of those fucking little tiny planes than it is a fucking Airbus.
Fam, think about that. Think about that. You ever played the video game and try to get inside all the circles?
What, like Star Fox?
Yes.
Yeah, Star
That
Fox
shit
is
is
easy.
tricky.
Like the plane is like mad small and it's skinny. You can turn it side.
Yo, that's an inside job, bro. That's an inside job. I mean,
you just went from saying it's the easiest thing in the world to fly a plane to saying 9/11 had to be an inside job because there's no way flying a plane is that easy.
These terrorists were hanging
You
that
understand?
in
Like 100% in two sentences.
Yo, give me some Tivas because I'm flip flopping. Your boy out here flip flopping. You know what I'm saying? Call me Young Sandals.
I was wondering. I was like,
No, but I'm saying, think about it, right? These motherfuckers was hanging in a cave with Osama bin Laden, right?
Yeah.
And 3 weeks later, you driving a 747? If these ain't the most talented, Allah might be the real one, bro. If he bestowed powers to fly a motherfucking 747 jumbo jet in 3 weeks.
Yo, you know what's funny? A
Motherfucker.
lot of these people try to blame the Jews. It's like, Jews can't drive that shit like that.
Why? Were they not good at
I
driving?
just don't think a Jew could do anything manual labor.
Son, that's
Handle
not
my
manual.
money, yo. Handle my money.
But that's not manual.
He can refinance the plane, I'm sure. Get you a great interest rate.
But is that manual?
It's
That's not
pretty.
manual.
It's pretty. Yeah, pretty.
Fam, I drove a plane. The shit is not easy.
You just said it was
you just
easy.
said it was mad easy. You literally just said this.
Yo, which side I'm on? Hey, I'm about to double down on whatever side I'm on. I just lost track. Which side am I on?
I don't know, you tell
You
us,
started saying like, yo,
It's an inside
mad
job,
easy.
Kaz.
You're talking about the stewardess, like, yo, fly the fucking plane, and he said, yo, it's an easy job, and he said, look
Yo.
how easy it was for these guys that were just in a cave last week to fly in a plane
can I ask y'all a
into
question?
a big building.
Can I ask y'all a question? Why did none of these stewards just pop out a titty or something? These motherfuckers was virgins, bro. They never touched pussy in their
they
whole
took one
lifetime.
down. They took
Take
one
a
down.
titty. They took one down?
It's like the one that in the Pentagon, or the DC.
Man, you believe that shit, bro? Ain't no
I believe
fucking
what they-
plane hit the Pentagon. Son. Come on. Yo, the plane hit the Pentagon.
The whole back of this shit was out. I'm like, there's no way.
Son. It hit
There's
the one
no
spot
way.
where no one was working that day.
Oh, gosh.
America think they slick.
They're like, oh, we had one hero pilot tackle down the terrorist
Son,
and saved a bunch of people. We
Real
never
talk.
talk about that shit.
one titty. These motherfuckers have not seen a titty their whole life.
So
They've
you
been
think-
in a cave.
You think one singular titty?
A singular
Could've
fucking
saved 4,000
American titty. Okay? I'm not talking about one of these Afghan titties got hair all over it. I'm talking about an
Wow.
You think? Yo.
I'm talking about freshly waxed American titty.
Yo, you know what though? What if we go on about all this shit all wrong? Like, what if to get information out of terrorists, you didn't need a waterboard? You just gotta suck their dick a couple times. And just like, yeah, whatever you want.
That's it. A titty, bro. One titty. Like that. Boom.
I don't think they
Yo, what if
appreciate a good
72
titty.
women on the plane got up at the same time? They're like, guess what? You're actually already in heaven. Yo, what if they coordinated that? 72 women, guys, you're in heaven, here we are. And then they didn't fly the plane into it. I'm just thinking on my feet.
Clearly.
What I would do. What I would do in that situation.
Suck.
You wouldn't nudge your girl like, yo, pop that fucking pussy. Yo, what's fucking good? Save some lives. You know what I mean? We out here trying to save American lives.
Yo, so like if you're with a woman,
Yes.
and she gets robbed at gunpoint with you, instead of stepping in front, you're gonna be like, yo, just fuck him right
Suck
quick.
his dick,
No,
yo.
no, that's different.
What you mean?
Because the robber already had pussy.
All right, so let's
Okay.
let's rewind a little bit.
Yeah.
All right? So these terrorists, they had box cutters on the plane, right? They was poking people up.
They were?
Yeah, they were poking
had
some
box
folks
cutters.
up. You know what I mean? After they poked a few people, You think the next move is my bit.
Right? I couldn't say it for obvious reasons.
Hold on. Actually, wait a minute. Nobody on the plane knew they were flying it into the towers.
No.
So a box cutter works.
No, it don't.
Son, now a box cutter ain't working.
Of course.
Back in the day, a box cutter worked because you look at these guys like, you ain't gonna fly the shit into the fucking...
Yeah.
No,
it's not like a movie
you gonna land it somewhere.
Where the bad guy like tells them your plan and then we're going to fly into the plane.
Right.
Like they didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen.
Because before terrorism, right? Yo, let me tell you, I figured some shit out. Before terrorism, you never really needed TSA because the implication was the TSA was for drugs and shit.
Yeah.
Because the implication was, well, everybody wants to live.
Yeah.
Everything in our life was based on,
You
want to live,
quick, yeah.
right? And then when motherfuckers started risking their life to take someone out, it's like, oh, we need to switch everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, boom. Where were we?
That's why it's so easy to fly a plane, right?
That's why it's hard, bro. Now that I think about it.
What the fuck? You just said it was easy.
Son, I don't know what flight school these motherfuckers went to, but that gotta be the best goddamn flight school. Is it Maverick from Top Gun teaching that shit? Is Tom Cruise teaching the motherfucking 747? No. They were in the danger zone.
They flew right into it.
Oh, God.
But that's not odd that both of them
You
hit
think that was the
direct.
music in their headphones
Son.
on their fucking Sony Walkman?
Way to the danger zone.
I know what the music was.
Oh, God.
Meet me at the corner of the parking lot.
Yo, dead ass
God.
my girl and I talked about this today. Anytime we're like, yo, why don't you meet me? The next thing we want to say is, yo, why don't you just meet me in the corner at the parking lot garage?
Whoever says they didn't think that was the fucking words for at least 5 years in life is lying their
Nobody
fucking ass
thought
off,
that.
yo.
Son,
It's so
Oh,
funny.
my God.
We cannot say meet me without finishing with in the corner at the parking lot garage.
someone tries to hijack the plane with a box cutter now. What's going down?
Immediately
Fucking
they
them
getting fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight
Oh,
up.
they jumping
You?
the fuck out
Absolutely.
of people now. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going for the hero.
You want that?
I want that.
There's only
the
so
key
many
to the
things you get on the plane anyway.
I want that whole
I'm the
situation.
espionage. I'm gonna pretend that they're gonna think I'm on their side, and then I'm gonna jump in.
I'm going for
They
it.
probably my size. We can scrap.
I was about to say, like, they probably
Probably
trying to
knock
knock
Akaash out
first.
too. I'd be like, nah, you with him, fam. Nah, you knew this was gonna happen, son. Boop. We just take out Akaash real quick, and then we go after them with the box.
Well, he'll
cutter.
be our mole, so like we'll let them like the
Yo,
terrorist
what they
thing.
saying, dog? What
They're
they
like,
saying? Be like, I'm
son,
Indian. Whatever,
that's our
bro.
boy,
It's
bro.
Not time to divide y'all. What are they saying?
And when the time is right, that's when Akaash fucking sneaks in, right in the jugular, right into
Stick
the
'em.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And he's the hero.
Stick
God
'em,
damn.
bro. No bullshit. No
So
bullshit.
that's why it's easy to fly.
No bullshit. Exit row, son. Your boy in the exit row.
Yeah. What you do at the exit, bro?
Son, if you're in the exit row,
Yeah.
you gotta save the plane.
They do be asking you.
They
You
basically-
are guardian. I take that shit mad serious.
Mad serious.
Do you? I look him right in the eyes. I go,
No,
yes.
they said no. Take off your headphones. They're like, no. But even let you hear you say that shit.
Yo, I say yes, but I also survey everyone on the plane to let them know. I'm your protector. I'm here to protect you in case we land this giant ass plane on the water. I know we fly into fucking Mississippi, but in case we land this plane on the water, ain't no water from here to Mississippi. But in case we find water and we land it, I'm gonna pop the door open.
I do something different.
Son.
I do something different. I look at the other exit row and I like try to like judge them. I'm like, nah, he ain't.
They already got it. They already got it.
They look at me and they're like, oh yeah, nah, he got it.
He got it.
Hold the door. He's
The
looking pretty
last
strong.
time we was on a flight and
What I
we
did?
was in the exit row.
What'd I do?
Right after she asked you that, you was like, "Oh, absolutely, absolutely." He's like, "I'm going out first and closing the door behind me."
Damn. Ain't no, you know what they say, put the oxygen on you before the kids
Before
or
the
some
kids,
shit, right?
yeah.
Like, save yourself first.
Put your own oxygen mask on first.
Isn't that fucked up? You got this poor kid next to you dying.
He's like, wait.
I look right at that kid like, oh, now you're not crying. Oh, now you're not crying on the flight. All of a sudden, when shit gets serious, you want some fucking oxygen. Have y'all ever been on a flight when the oxygen comes down?
Nah.
Yeah, once.
I'd panic. I wouldn't do it.
What?
I wouldn't fuck with it.
Yo, dude.
I'd fucking
Once
panic.
I was on.
And what happened, son?
Nah, everybody got scared. It was like something with the landing gear was fucked up, and so we had to circle above Vegas for about 3.5 hours because we were too heavy. Like it was a flight from LA to New York.
You had to let the gas go down and fall in weight
before we can land.
Whoa.
And that shit was crazy because we were just up
Going
there,
in
nobody knowing what the fuck was happening. And the initial thing, it was like the mask dropped initially. So we're like off jump. What the fuck is going on?
Were they saying any jokes? Was the pilot saying any jokes?
Nah.
So
I would have come through. I'd be like, y'all wanted to gamble. Y'all came here for
I'm so Indian. I was like, yo, did you get miles for those things? What's up?
They only gave us credit for another flight. That's it.
They gave you credit for another
That's
flight?
solid.
Yeah, that's it.
That's solid.
They don't offer the miles?
I don't know.
If you get a
I
flight
didn't
delayed
even
by
know
3.5
miles
hours,
at
I ain't
that
doing
time.
shit. My flight was delayed 3 hours. I ain't got no email from United.
Damn,
I was just waiting for somebody to do one of those class action lawsuits. I kept checking back.
to see if you can get on board with it.
yeah.
You ain't trying to take the
I don't know how to
initiative,
start that shit myself, but
Have you ever gotten a class action settlement?
Then you get like $6. It's just so
Word.
stupid.
Every time I see something online, I sign up for it. It's
Or
like,
I think I got some from
probably
EA
have.
Sports.
What's a class
The
action?
NCAA
What is that?
joint. Where like they just sue everybody on behalf of like one person.
Yeah.
then
So
you
like
just- everybody gets,
Johnson's
like, 5
baby
cents.
powder had that shit recently where it turns out that baby powder is causing cancer and shit
Son,
like that.
Johnson
So
be fucking
mad-
everybody up. Johnson and Johnson ain't shit. Both
Mad
of them.
people got mad buddy because everybody used fucking baby powder.
Son,
So baby powder fucks you up?
Johnson
I
and
think
Johnson
so.
fucks you up.
But
That's
they fixed
a
it. They
corrupt
fixed
ass
it now.
company.
I think it's like
What do they do?
I don't trust no Johnsons, yo. I don't trust Johnson or Johnson or Magic or motherfucking. There was somebody else I forgot. There was another Johnson I don't trust.
Johnson.
Yeah.
But what do they do? What else do they give
Cookie
you?
Johnson.
And that's it. They just give you a little money.
I think they had to shoot with some
So
of
it's
their.
a big ass reward, and then they split it
it's
amongst
like,
everybody
we
who
settled for
settle, and you get like $5.
$80 million.
fucked
Everyone
up.
gets like 12 cents.
I need like a
They
check.
had to like shut down one of their factories because there were so many like health hazards that they just straight shut the factory down.
Wow.
Yeah, Johnson and Johnson be wilding.
Yeah, man. Just sign up for all them shits because they can't prove that you didn't.
Yeah, I got like a few bucks from the NCAA.
Yo,
For the EA Sports shit.
classactionlawsuit.com.
I
That's a
played
website
D2
somebody should
basketball.
start.
Like, I mean, like, do you think you? I was like,
Somebody
yes.
should just start a website where you can just figure out what big ass class action lawsuits are going on and just see if you can join in.
Genius. You might have to edit that.
Yeah, but then we're not going to get any money if everybody knows about it.
Son, you get like $6 anyway. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's give everybody
I don't
$1.
want all that. Listen,
Imagine you sign up for a bunch of them shits. You got a bunch of little checks
you
coming
go.
in.
I'm not going to lie. If other people hit their head on that pole over on the west side of New York, I would sign up
What
for
happened
that.
with that fucking poll? Did they move it yet?
I don't know. I'm not certain. I'm not
Go check it
certain,
out.
bro. I'm not certain as to what happened with that.
Ooh,
They already did it?
Oh.
Smart pad.
ConsumerAction.org.
Sunrise Detox. Fitbit. Okay. Ooh, I can get with that Fitbit.
Yo, Fitbit. How many steps do you get for finger blasting? Like if you're really getting in there like that.
That's about 30 right there.
That's 30
At least,
steps.
at
That's
least.
about 30 right there.
That was traps. That was all that. Low key, people don't realize how much finger blasting. I haven't finger blasted in a while, but
I haven't
back in
finger
my
blasted
finger
in
blasting
years,
days,
bro.
bro.
Damn.
Bro, my finger blasting days when I was out here finger fucking. Dude, this shit right here.
Your lats were mad strong.
Son, lats match on. Sometimes I catch a rigor mortis. Like that. That shit would get locked in like that. Like that. What is that thing called that old women
Carpal
get?
tunnels?
Carpal. I get some carpool tunnels, baby. I get my carpool tunnels
Look like
going.
you need Tommy John surgery.
So I look like I'm throwing gang shit up, like it's on set. You know
Mad
what I mean?
split finger
Fingering this bitch on
fastballs.
crip.
This younger generation done changed the whole base system situation. You know, first base, second base, third
Oh,
base.
first base is fucking.
Yeah. Like,
Wait, what?
Yeah, because like
Yeah,
Eddin's
they don't even
generation,
count,
they
like-
think kissing is more intimate than fucking. That's not true. Yes, yes it is. I've
How
spoke
so?
to a few, and they're
So
like,
some people
they'll
think
rather
fucking
hook
is
up.
first base.
Like
Yo,
they
y'all
won't
are
kiss
wildin',
during
right?
What are
sex
they,
'cause it's too
hookers? That's
intimate.
wild.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all?
Nah, I'm telling you, it's
Kids is
really
fucked up, bro.
out here is crazy.
That's why all the old school fucking diseases is coming back. Like it's retro.
Which
like,
diseases are coming back?
Like fucking AIDS is making a comeback. I thought we had AIDS. I thought we had AIDS like in the bag for a couple
Who got
years.
AIDS?
Like a lot of people got AIDS recently, like in DC.
My AIDS was acting up. You know, when they get like this, my AIDS just pop up.
Run some testing all
But I'm
that.
testing, I'm fine now.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Nah,
minute.
her AIDS is making a comeback, yo.
Where?
Like,
Who
in
got
DC.
AIDS?
I heard like DC. There was like a
DC?
spike.
Damn.
DC different.
DC. Yo, I was watching that shit last night, bro. That's funny you said that shit, yo. Love that.
What?
fucking
What is it?
shit.
A lot of.
They're looking over from Maryland like, that looks dangerous.
Not yet.
But real
God.
talk. So
The
DC
police
got
beating
them
up Negroes like hotcakes. It's in the main issue.
Yo,
Yeah, so apparently the HIV is out there in DC, like heavy.
Bro, that shit left. When did that really leave?
But like it kind of, I mean,
for a
they
minute.
wasn't getting no like specials no more. They wasn't getting no like Jerry Lewis run down. Like they really stopped giving a fuck about HIV around like 99, 2001.
son,
And that shit made a
Bro, once
like
Magic
crack,
beat it,
yo.
we were all like,
we got that shit. Yeah, I
like-
started rawing again.
Yeah.
Once I knew for a fact Magic beat it.
You could see the HIV from a mile away. I'm like, yeah, that don't look safe.
Yo,
Just
you ever like make judgments on people you think have AIDS?
yeah, that's so funny that Kaz
I
was
can
very
see it.
confidently like, I would eyeball who had STDs.
Nah, I can eyeball that.
No.
I can eyeball that.
That doesn't look safe.
that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
dead ass can see who got
Of course.
HIV. I can
Alex
see it.
really thinks he can see if people have AIDS.
It's
It only applies to white
100%
people,
proof.
though.
Maybe not
No,
AIDS.
that's not
Never
true.
seen.
That's not true.
What black guy did you see
There
had
was a
AIDS?
light-skinned black dude in the airport that I thought.
When
Which
you
one?
say they look like they got AIDS, you just mean they look gay?
No, trust me. You can see it.
Wow.
Oh! What if we reverse psychology to terrorists?
What?
What if the terrorists are like, we're driving us into the Twin Towers, and we're like, that's where we were going. And then they're like, what? It's like, yeah, this is the flight right into the Twin Towers. Like, well, no, but we have to take it somewhere different. Like, I mean, I guess L.A. You know?
How do we get back here?
I figured it out.
That's so funny.
Figured it out.
Are you still trying to prove to yourself that it's hard to fly planes?
That
or
shit
what?
is difficult, dude. Like, yo, y'all never flown a plane before, dude? First of all, you never see in the movies when you got to go up real quick how much
Yes.
they got to pull it?
Yes.
Uh,
I watched Hobbs and Shaw this week.
You love that fucking
that
movie,
fucking
dude.
movie is the
Dude,
shit.
stop it.
That movie
You
is
need
the
to
shit.
stop it.
That is the
You need
best
to
fucking
stop
movie I've
it.
ever seen in my life. That is the exact reason why anybody should go to a movie. I want to see shit get blown up. I want to see one-liners. I want to see comical violence where The Rock is like holding onto a helicopter with one hand and a truck with another fucking hand.
Nah, bro.
And gets the bitch at the end
I do
and
like
saves
that
the
part.
fucking world.
Does he kiss her? Does he
Of
kiss
course
her?
he kisses her.
Which
Of
one,
course.
Jobs or Haw?
Shaw's sister. She's the virus. So like,
So who fucks the girl with AIDS?
I think The Rock fucked the girl. Yeah, I think so.
Only The Rock could do that shit,
Rock
bro.
beat that shit.
Of course he
Damn,
does.
dude, imagine The Rock fingered you, bro.
Shakes that shit off.
Oh my
Like, come on,
lord,
son.
Yo.
that shit come out your mouth
That's
like
the
you're
male
holding a
Beyonce,
bass.
bro. Could do no wrong.
You ever see them country motherfuckers stick their hand inside the gills and out the mouth of the
No.
bass?
No.
You ain't never seen that?
No, bro.
Y'all never watched bass videos?
I seen like Kevin Durant do that. He was, like,
Word?
fishing. Yeah.
To
like,
himself?
No, it wasn't Kevin Durant.
You beat me to it.
I don't think it was Katie. It was Kawhi.
Gotta be down there with his whole fucking fist and forearm and his own ass.
Like, nah, I don't think that's the way it
Yo,
goes, Kev.
you never heard
Nah.
Kevin Durant in that interview? He was like, damn, I'm constipated. And he just reached in there, grabbed this whole shit out himself and threw it down. You never seen that?
Squeezed on his colon real
Yeah,
hard.
he just
I don't
reached
think
up
I've
in
seen
there,
that, bro.
pulled that doo-doo out.
God damn.
Pulled that poo-poo out.
Doogie.
Poo-poo.
Doogie.
Anyway.
Can we talk about the Western Conference Player of the Week yet or not?
Flagrant takes? No,
Yeah, we need flagrant
talk
thought.
about the Western
flagrant thought of the week. Flagrant thought of the week, and then we get into that bullshit.
Why is it bullshit?
Fucking bullshit.
Why is it bullshit?
What a fucking
Why?
PR stunt
Why?
the league is doing right now
Who
to
cares
make
if
up.
James Harden scored 60 in 3 quarters? Who
Son,
cares?
James Harden's dropping 60. Luka Doncic is having a triple-double.
gives a fuck?
Melo scores 19 points, and they're like, Western
let's
Conference
go,
Player of the
Melo.
Week.
So,
So stupid.
3-0.
let's go.
So
plus
stupid.
57 when he's on the courts.
He started 0-2.
Doesn't matter. They picked him up off the street and ran the offense through him.
Right.
No Lillard.
Now Lillard's back.
Now he's back. Yeah,
that's
those
why
three,
they're
since
3-0.
he's back, they've been 3-0.
Whatever. Let's go to Flagrant Thought of the Week before we gotta
niggas hate
listen to
us.
this praise, this stupid Melo praise.
Haters.
Go
bro.
on.
I didn't really have a flagrant thought. I will say this Black Friday, Cyber Monday shit is for the birds, I'm realizing. I didn't see no good deals. Like, no laptops, no TV. If you need, like, to buy big ticket shit,
How do you say laptop
I bought a bag.
in an Indian accent?
laptop?
Laptop. No laptop.
Laptop. I think. My Indian accent not good, though. I just did that to
Appease me?
to tap dance for y'all.
Why is that tap dancing?
I just
Is that
can't be.
Indian
I
cooning?
can't be a comedian and be super like militant about my own shit. Like,
This is
you
true.
know what I mean? I can't draw lines on my own shit.
Yeah.
What
So,
you mean?
I can't be like, well, Indian shit is off limits.
Exactly. We're just talking about 9/11. You can't do a fucking Indian accent
Exactly.
after y'all blew it up.
So yeah, real talk. Don't ever confuse me with a Muslim again. Like, yo, real motherfucking rat.
God damn.
Don't
He said
you
next time you compare it to an
fucking
Indian.
dare.
Next time you compare it to a Muslim, we got to meet him at the corner in the parking lot. And it's on sight, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Yo, why do the Muslims always want to meet at the corner of the parking lot
That's the
garage?
point.
Is
I don't know,
that where
yo.
they parked the van that
That's
they
what
run
they
into us?
That's when they parked their 18 van where they all fucking ski mask. Oh god.
This is the only place left.
Yeah.
The only place left we can talk like this.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. On
We're
planet Earth.
blessed, bro.
God
We're
bless. We are blessed. Okay, so flagrant talkers,
9/11
you
jokes.
didn't see no deals.
Nothing, yo.
Just,
You know, the hustle is if you got some shit you want to buy, like from any company, just random shit, just go there and they'll probably have like a, hey, 20% off for Cyber Monday. But that's it. Like
But
I bought
nothing
like
specific.
T-shirts that I knew. I was like, I want to buy T-shirts or whatever from Lacoste. So I was like, okay, they'll have a sale. That's it.
so it's bullshit. This whole Cyber
It's
Monday.
nonsense, yo.
Good, because I never took
If
part
you're
in it.
waking up at 4 a.m. like a fucking loser, go back to sleep, dog. It's over.
Yeah.
Spend some time with your family, you fucking bum.
Family.
Why? What I don't understand is why it has this reputation of having, and why people are fighting for deals.
I think it's the hype. I think we just get caught up in the fun and the hype
Nah,
of like.
So the real shit is that they'll take one, maybe two items, crazy discounted. So they'll have like a big screen TV for like $80.
It's usually not like
What?
a great. Yeah, they'll have some crazy, but it's never
But
like good.
there's
TV.
only-
There's never
There's only
good
like
shit.
20 of them.
Yeah.
Ah, so you got to run in there and get that.
Yeah. So that when we see the fight thing, it's only for that deal.
one item.
Yeah.
But if you want a laptop, then you can't get you can't get it, right?
nah, not really.
laptop or desktop.
So
nothing.
So the whole
Oh, your
shit.
Indian accent
Yeah, that's
getting
pretty
better,
good. That's
son.
pretty good.
Real talk, my girls is fucking fantastic, so I hope it rubs off. It's embarrassing though. Hers is so
Really?
good. Yo, she does such funny impressions of her dad, and I just sit there fucking as a comedian, being
It's
like, I would love to
funny.
tag this, but I can't.
You guys should embrace this hilarious accent that you've been bestowed.
I think you mean sexy, but yes.
I
think
don't
you
know
mean-
if it's sexy.
son.
Can
It's
you give
definitely
me
like-
some sexy talk in an Indian
yeah,
accent?
there's
Hold
no
on.
way it's
Hold on,
sexy.
hold on. I need y'all to talk
yo.
dirty.
What's-
Talk my
I need
pants
y'all
off
to
real
talk
quick, yo.
dirty.
Let me see.
I need y'all to talk dirty. Beat, talk dirty. I need that sexy Indian
Give me a line.
accent. No.
Line.
You gotta do it. Would you like to see the cobra? I have a snake you can charm. No, give me something good. Give me something good.
Who is your daddy? Tell me.
Meet me.
Okay, wait. More talking dirty. More talking dirty. Okay, listen. What if you want to what if you want to have intercourse from behind? How would you say to a girl like, "Yo, that's how I'm going to have sex with you." What would you say?
Let me hit it from the back. Hey,
Hey,
son, listen.
listen.
Hey.
Take off your pants.
Think of
I'm going to hit it from the back. It's not good, yo. Oh man, I wish my girl was here. She'd actually kill it.
He just did.
Unwrap your clothing. I'm going to penetrate you.
Penetrate.
I'm going to penetrate you
you.
from the bottom.
Listen.
It's so bad.
Let's hear Gas's Indian accent talking dirty.
All right, give me a scenario.
This is Gas talking dirty.
All right.
Here is one time I won't come late.
I understood that reference. I understood it.
Okay, you got it.
Listen. All right, so you know when you see a girl, you have to go. You out of the
I'm
bed.
gonna be honest,
trying to
your
go
listen
home.
might be better than Andrew.
All right.
Just the one word.
Listen. We're going to go to the back of the room. I'm going to take off your panties.
Panty is good. Panty.
It's not
Take off
awful. It's not good, but it's not awful.
Panty.
Going to slip my big king cobra
My wiper.
in your derriere.
Oh my god.
I gave him my best shot.
That wasn't bad,
that wasn't
man,
bad.
be
That wasn't bad.
Bro.
You had a weird clenched jaw thing go on, but it was
Yeah.
working somehow.
Indian talking dirty is the wave, bro.
Yo.
I might start doing that shit.
How do you say ride?
Right.
Ride my cock and balls.
How do you say fondle my balls?
Fondle my balls. I can't do it, man.
No?
I'm losing confidence in my own fake accent. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing.
So vulnerable.
It's so embarrassing, dude.
It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Nah, I want a good Indian
it's
accent.
okay.
The only reason I don't do one on stage is because I'm not good at it.
You don't feel
okay.
confident?
I never want to be like, it's immoral. I don't want to make fun of my. No.
Right.
I think Indian accents are great. I'm not embarrassed by them. I'll do an audition with an Indian accent as long as you're not making fun of the guy for being Indian. Like if the joke is that he's Indian,
Yes.
I'm not doing that. But if it's just has an accent and says funny things,
Right.
my dad has an accent and says funny things.
Right.
So yeah, that's my line. But I just don't do it on stage because I'm not good at it. If I was good at it, I'd crush that
My
shit.
nationality isn't your punchline.
Oh, yeah, get out of here. Stop trying to fuck white women. Whoever you are.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
That's
What?
the problem with you.
What? Me, who? Ooh. That was a shot.
What happened?
That was a shot. A shot fired. Maybe some of you guys can put that
Some of y'all
together.
picked up on it.
Yeah.
I didn't.
You didn't do it?
I don't know.
Dibble double.
I don't.
Dibble double.
I don't touch the white woman. So.
How do Africans talk dirty?
How Africans talk dirty?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think.
Okay.
I need a scenario.
Okay.
Listen.
Come. Listen. Listen.
Listen. Come here, Joe. Let me squeeze your buttocks.
Buttocks?
Stick my thumb in your buttocks.
Ooh, they like that?
Johnny. Akata.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I got the same thing as Akaash with the African accent.
It's hard,
It's
man.
hard, you know. You can't just.
It sucks
just throw
too,
it on.
Your job is being funny, but
Yes.
some random fucking Indian can do it better than me.
Guys, okay, so that was your flagrant thought. I don't know how the fuck we got there.
I don't know.
Kaz, do we have a flagrant thought?
Laptop, that's how we got there.
Laptop. I want you to be my laptop.
Goddamn.
I want to open you. I want to turn you on.
Turkey's fucking whack, bro.
Oh, shit.
Turkey is whack, dog.
I had good turkey for the first time this
Turkey's
year.
whack.
Really?
Why? Why's?
Yeah,
Really?
my man, what do you do, baste it or
Yeah.
whatever?
Buttermilk.
For like 2 days or whatever. Brining. He brined
Okay,
it. And it was
okay.
like, it was great. It
I
wasn't
seen
dry.
motherfuckers deep fry their turkey. I still ain't try that.
Deep frying, I had a fried turkey there too. It wasn't,
Yeah.
it was still
Wasn't that
dry.
good?
It's still dry. The
How did
problem is
turkey?
it's dry.
Turkey shouldn't be the main meat of Thanksgiving, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, I
Like, why
I was
can't it
doing
just
a
be like
bit about it. I
steak?
think it might be in dropping in, but I think that's why we killed the Native Americans. I think they viewed it as an attack because turkey back then wasn't. You couldn't brine it. You're not putting buttermilk on it. You're not doing all these tricks to make it not super fucking leathery.
Yeah.
And if that was your peace offering, like that was the moment where you come together, where you decide if you guys are gonna live or die. Right? That's the moment.
So you think they got the turkey as a peace offering, and they were
they're
like,
like, "Word."
"Oh, well, we got one for you too. Get the blankets. Get the blankets.
Literally
right
what
now.
I say.
Like stuffing the
I
muskets.
go, it's cold out tonight, Chief. Here's some blankets. So I agree with you. I think turkey wildly overrated.
If we had to replace turkey
Yeah,
as the main meat of Thanksgiving, what do you replace it with?
chicken.
Chicken?
That's what Alex does.
Yeah,
Chicken's
we've
still
already
abundant.
already replaced it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, chicken is
We
so
got ham.
much better.
It's so
Ham
much better.
sucks.
Why
Ham
is
is
chicken
good.
so much better?
I don't know.
Because it's not so fucking dry.
They're both
Yeah.
poultries.
Yeah.
But you bite into a turkey and like you feel like all the moisture just leave your mouth. It just sucks
Yeah.
all the moisture out of your mouth. You bite into a
Yeah,
turkey.
you gotta like fucking douse it in gravy or cranberry sauce or
Yeah.
whatever.
Fucking
Ah,
hate
it's
pause.
not
I
juicy.
hate pause.
I just don't like getting the moisture sucked out of my mouth.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Sorry.
Okay.
I think steak. I would do like a fucking
Look, steak is good.
a
Maybe
Fred
a roast,
Flintstone
a big
type
old
of-
pot roast.
no, give me a fucking Fred Flintstone.
Yeah.
Fucking what's the guy's name? Salt Bay size fucking
Yeah.
steak. Just
I'm
throw
with
that
it.
shit in the middle of the fucking table and say Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm with
I'll
it.
be way more thankful for that shit.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
And that's an animal you gotta kill. You can't just go pick that shit up in the fucking store. That's
I'm
what
with it.
that's what probably would save Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like go and kill a real fucking animal. Like an animal that took some fucking
Effort.
effort to fucking kill, like a
Right.
steer
Right.
or a fucking big ass fucking cow, not no bitch ass turkey,
Right.
where they got millions of them, and that's why they serve them to you because there's too many, and they're trying to fucking control
the
the turkey
pop.
population.
Oh, damn,
Make it a
Kaz.
fucking
You
steak.
feeling away about these
I'm sorry,
turkeys,
y'all. I
bro.
just don't like turkey, bro. I mean, it's good with all the other shit. I wouldn't just eat it by itself. But anyway, what's your flagrant thought?
My flagrant thought is, this is not so much a flagrant thought. I'm trying to understand why this was like a contentious issue with me and my girl. My girl told me that she was on her period, and then I told her, I was like, "Oh, you gonna do some sucking?" and then she was like, "Oh, that makes me not in the mood," or something like that. And I didn't understand that
The fuck?
because like if
That's like understood.
yeah, but not only it's understood, I think it's hot.
It's the one time you can be like overly not aggressive, but like overly communicative about what you want tonight. It's like, oh, I'm on your period, because it had to come up in conversation. Like, oh,
Not really.
You was about to, reach for the drawers. Oh, period.
No,
came
we
today.
were just sitting
think it
down
was
watching,
probably
we were
the
watching
sentence.
the Watchmen.
I think if it's unspoken, it's better than you gonna do some sucking.
It's the one time
I
you
didn't
can
say
do
it like that. I was like, you're going to do some sucking tonight. no,
baby
but
bladder.
like, I said it jokingly, obviously, but I guess what I'm thinking is that if my girl is like, oh, you gonna eat this pussy or something like that to me, like I wouldn't be turned off by it. I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna eat that pussy. Like any kind of sexual thing.
Because it's rare for women to do that, though. It's rare for women to be like, just pussy. Right,
Yeah, maybe
so
if they
turns
said it
on.
like that, it wouldn't be that.
Well, not in my voice, obviously. Just suck this pussy. Like, that's not.
Oh, you sound like Cass.
That's not gonna. That's not gonna be
This is
sexy
weird.
at all. I get that.
I guess, but you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the idea. Obviously, I said it like with some sarcasm, but I think what it is we've built this stigma up about girls' periods. Because if she wasn't,
Wait,
on
time
her,
out. Have you ran a red light with her before?
yeah, but I don't like
Right.
that first day shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta
My
let
bathroom
it.
is a little plugged and shit, so
Yeah.
like it don't go right down the drain as much.
So
you just got this
You never get
red
the accidental
fucking water.
one.
Say again?
Like when you like set off the time of the month.
They be fronting about that. Oh, you started my period. No, you knew you had your period, and you
Didn't
just
say
want us
shit.
down there.
Yeah.
Starting periods.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Steve.
Start
Alex,
periods.
fuck
You be
outta
starting
here,
abortions,
bro.
son. That's what you be starting.
Outta here,
You be up there with your own
goddamn
scoop.
My girl knows the exact day, time, and minute when her shit's about to hit, bro. She got that shit down. She has a fucking
Science.
alarm and a bing gong. Okay,
Done.
it's here.
They know exactly what it is.
Of course.
Come on, let's
Ain't
be
no
honest.
you knock. Oh, you started my period. Nah,
You know what would be
doesn't exist,
mad
bro.
weird though if like just uncontrollably once a month your dick just started leaking anything, it doesn't have to be blood. It could
I'd
be
kill
pee.
myself.
But outside of that, I know you'd kill yourself, but like, how vulnerable would that be? Like, literally, they're just at dinner, and then they just feel liquid start to drip out of their bodies. Yeah.
And
they just have to get up. They've got some soiled panties they got to wear for the rest of the fucking day.
Got your little diaper on or your little stick or whatever.
It's crazy,
What
isn't
would
it?
you wear? Would you wear like a dick mummy wrap?
I'd wear a whole pamper, dude.
I
wore
just
a
mummy
pamper
wrap
as a
my
child.
dick. You wore a pamper as a child?
I tried it once.
Yeah?
When my brother was wearing Pampers, I was a little bit older because I was like, ugh, I hate getting out of bed. I'll just pee into this Pamper. And let me tell you something. You don't remember how awful it is to have a wet diaper. Like, you cry as a kid when you wet your diaper, but you're not like, oh, it's because it's annoying to have a wet diaper. The commercials make it seem like it soaks it all up and then dry and then it's done. It's awful to be in a wet diaper.
Yeah.
So
I remember
was
the
over
last
that.
time I wore a diaper.
What?
Like, I remember the last time I wore I remember, not wore a diaper. I remember the last time like I peed my pants.
Oh, those
And,
are
like,
really different things.
Really
I'm
different
sorry.
ages.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm just remembering like the feeling of just like walking around, just knowing you have
Were
like,
you drunk? Did you piss yourself drunk?
No, this is like my younger day. I didn't have like bowel control issues like past 7.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like, but you know, like I remember just that uncomfortable feeling. I was like, damn, is this where like I did this for like 3 years of my life? I just walked around with a diaper and just pee and shit. And a lot of times my mom didn't notice she smelled me.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I mean,
fuck
that's
it.
just part of it.
Nah, I'd rock one. I can't wait to rock one when I'm older.
A diaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you just fucking got to do it. It's not the most comfortable. I don't even know how we got into this.
You're talking about periods.
Yo,
So if we had to leak something out of our
it's just wild that
Yeah.
they'll walk around that whole day knowing at any point in time they could start bleeding.
well, that's why they're so angry when it's time of the month. That's why they're so angry. They're just like, fuck, I know this shit is coming. Fuck. And he
There's like an intense anxiety. that
Yeah,
goes
it's
along
like
with
once
it.
it's there, then it's like, all right, it's here, whatever.
What's
but like
Patrice's
before
line?
it gets there,
The female period is shockingly unfair.
Yeah.
wait, explain how. I don't think I've seen that.
He said something, and I think they edited this out of Elephant in the Room. We went to the taping, and he said something like,
You were at the taping for that?
Yeah.
I literally, I swear to God, I'm not even bullshitting you. When I was like single, like in my early 20s, that was like my fucking, that was the barometer of any girl I was dating. Like they would come over, I would throw that shit on, and if they didn't laugh at that shit, I knew it wasn't gonna fucking work.
Wow.
I'm like, we have to like, and my girls has the same exact fucking humor that I have. So
That's great.
she's probably worse than me actually. Like she still
That's
listens to R.
great.
Kelly. She wants to start this thing called canceled radio, where she just plays nothing but
That's
Michael
brilliant.
Jackson,
Michael
R.
Jackson,
Kelly,
R. Kelly,
brilliant.
all the
all that
greats.
shit. 'Cause it slaps.
Van Halen, Rolling Stones, everybody who touched girls.
Oh yeah. Wait, Van Halen sounds girl.
All those rock stars did, dude. They would sing about them in their songs. They were like,
They were passing around some like 14-year-old girl, yeah.
It was like, she was like a big
Jagger in them.
big whore. But that's another thing. It's like, what? She was like a big groupie. She was like, that was like part of her identity. But you know what? The other thing that's interesting is that like, if you go back far enough in history, 14-year-olds like ran countries. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I forget. There was some Chinese emperor who was like 13 or like 14 years old. And it's like, okay, so if he gets some pussy, someone's raping the emperor.
So the real issue, I think, is childhood is longer now.
Right.
Like when you were 13 before, it's life
That's
or
a
death
full
now.
life.
You are like, you're a grown fucking person.
Yeah.
Go figure out life. Go kill food. Go do whatever you do. Now, 13 years old is like you're in middle school. You're in the safe thing. It's like a very different, mentally, you're not grown up at all.
You don't think that, at what point are you molestable?
What?
like at what point do you become unmolestable? Like for me,
I didn't realize how ridiculous that question was. I was about to honestly answer.
Me too. I was like
17? Fam,
For boys, it's like 10.
for boys,
So-
like
Boys,
11,
not for
12.
boys.
bro.
unmolestable, and I'm being generous.
Not for boys, for girls.
Boys, I'm not talking about girls. Girls,
yeah,
you can
boys-
molest them
boys
up to
younger.
like 40. But guys, you can molest a girl at 40 years old, right? She'll have some fucking reason why, right? So, but unmolestable. You never had a girl 40 say that she was molested?
Nah.
Never was?
Not yet.
That's basically what happened with them Cosby girls.
Right.
Like, they was all on the cover of the New Yorker. There was like 90 at the time. Like, when did this?
Yo,
When the fuck did this happen?
yo, black ass cast coming through, yo. It's cause you watching by NBC.
Oh man, yo, shout out Bill Cosby, yo.
Yeah, what do you mean?
He was like,
What do you mean?
he said he refused to apologize. He was like, yo,
Yeah.
I know I didn't do any of this. Like, I was like, yo,
Right.
granted, you probably did some horrible shit, but that motherfucker is like not giving it. Like, he's got.
I mean, he got nothing to lose.
That's what
You
I'm
might as
saying.
well not give in.
He's had a full life. He's got give or take a few years left. Like, why not just die on your sword? Like,
Oh,
fuck
for
it,
sure.
just go out on your shield.
Back to boys unmolestable.
Raping women, Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
I think there is a play here that's unfair with like the church when the church gets involved, right? Obviously, when the church gets involved, there's like another force here that's molesting, right? But
Makes him more molestable.
yes,
Yes,
but non-church, just like teacher, that kind of shit.
yes.
I think 14,
Female teacher.
female
And
teacher,
you're straight.
You're straight. I think 14. You're aware enough mentally of what's like. I knew which teachers I thought were hot, and which teachers I did not think were hot, and I would have had sex with them
So-
at 14 without a fucking question.
Yeah.
I think 14 is fair enough for unmolestable. You could say there's something from the teacher to you, but I don't think you could say I was. Do you know what I'm saying?
So I think the big thing about being molested at that age is the mental thing, because it's a
Yeah.
power thing. Like, it's never been a sexual thing. It's always about just like, oh, I hold power over this. That's why the R. Kelly shit is so fucked up, because it's like,
No,
this
but for
is-
boys, you're not like, oh, she has power over me. You're like, I'm getting some pussy.
yeah, that's why nobody
Bitch
nobody
teaches me
cares.
social studies.
That's
You
what
ain't got
nobody
no
does.
fucking power over me.
That's what I'm saying for
power over
boys.
me
Like,
do you
nobody
have?
cares when boys get molested.
But that's the bullshit
Like,
about the power
that's
over
why
me
it's
thing
fucked up.
in school, because like we were bad in class.
Fucking
so clearly they weren't overpowering us. It's not like the church shit is different, because you could say God wanted you to suck your dick. And you're like, damn, I believe in God, so if that's what God wants, whatever. But if the teacher is like,
I want to suck your dick.
yeah, that's you.
You know how dumb you were at 14, though? You know the stupid shit we all believed at that age? Like,
What?
you would think if you
What
got
did we
like a
believe?
D on your fucking report card, you were gonna die. Like, your dad
You're
was literally
Nigerian, bro. You gotta understand.
You didn't?
No.
You didn't?
Nah.
You didn't really think, oh man. You never said never in your life, oh man, my mom's gonna kill me.
No.
You really thought
I was
that
just
shit.
thinking about how I'm gonna change that D to like a B and just
Gang.
pass that shit off.
And they're not gonna see all the missed fucking. See, I hate when people do this shit, right? When they have like, oh, why don't you just change the grade? I'm like, they're not gonna see all the fucking missed fucking answers over here. Like, oh, I guess that's an A plus. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yo, your parents know the answers. That's the difference.
Yeah. Like,
My
White
parents ain't
don't
know the answers to that fucking high
yeah.
math and shit. Fuck out of here, bro.
nah,
And then if you do bad, you just blame the teachers. Like, oh, it's a bad teacher. Everybody, all the kids did bad. And that's
see.
it.
Yeah, the whole class.
how many times
did
did you get your
bad.
ass whipped as a kid?
I mean, a little bit.
You
but
didn't
by
get
my
it.
dad, but not never
that's
for
it right
grades
there.
though. It
You
was
didn't
never
get your ass
grades.
whipped enough as a kid, bro.
Never
Like,
for
I'm
grades,
leg-
yo. He Puerto Rican. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
They
it was
didn't
never
even finish
grades.
college.
Okay,
Go get a
we're getting
job.
off the point here.
Okay.
The point is back
One
to
is molesting.
Yeah, the point is the unmolestable age.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's like, I think the teacher is wrong. The teacher can be like statutory raping the kid, right? Her behavior to the kid is bad, but the kid can't say the boy can't say I was raped.
That's basically the Michael Jackson thing, right? That's what people were saying about him.
No. Let's not. I don't want to get into that. I just want to speak female teacher to. I can only speak about me at 14.
Okay.
Male student, female teacher, 14, 15, 16. We're
I would
talking
go
about.
younger. I would go 12. The moment your dick gets hard, you're
It's trickier. It's trickier when we're outside of high school. Let's just
Okay.
because look, there's always a number, right?
Yeah.
Let's just try to find a number. 14, 15, 16. The teacher is inappropriate, yes. But as a student, you don't care that much about your grades, right? There's nothing really the teacher can hold over you. You're not being abused here. It's not abuse. You're not being abused. You're being abused, but you aren't abused. How do you don't understand what I'm saying?
and they're a teacher, so it's a teaching moment.
I guess.
I mean, you got what's the statute of limitations on that shit though? It's like when you're a teenager, like I know like, I'm guessing here, clearly. But, like, I think, like, 90% of, like, those dudes that get molested by, like, the hot older teacher that ends up on the news, like, oh, man, this girl fucking slept with, like, some 14-year-old or whatever. Like, you don't think they're really fucked up until, like, 20 years down the line. Like, for the first, like, 5 or 10 years of that shit, they're like, yo, I was fucking my teacher in high school, man. Like, you're the fucking man, right?
Yeah.
It's not until they get older where they're like, oh, shit. This kind of might have fucked me up.
That's the issue. Is it usually fucks the people up down the road. They realize it. Like, they got weird views. Like, you see anybody who lost their virginity at, like, 12, 11, 10. They're always, like, they just have really wild views on sex. That
like what?
Like healthy. Like, even D-Ray was saying, like, he got molested, the comedian.
That poor guy ended up with 2 wives.
Well,
I wish someone molested that into me. I wish somebody...
You want 2 wives?
I wish someone molested the ability for me to have multiple women do whatever I wanted and then break up with them and have another 2.
Yeah, but right now, the one you have is
Alex,
ideal.
Stop copping pleas from me. You make it worse, you fucking idiot.
I can barely take care of one. I can never do 2 girlfriends.
I'll be
or
trying
2
to help
wives.
out.
Ever.
Nah, but if you're the one that comes in, now I look like the asshole, like I didn't say it before. It's a joke. You come in with the serious shit.
All right, rewind.
Idiots, bro.
This is why Alex is single, bro. He doesn't.
I mean, I be trying to help out. My bad.
When you help out, it seems serious.
Yeah.
If not, it's just a joke.
Well, we're all
you didn't help out about 9/11 at all.
I mean, I was trying, but
No, you weren't.
you was flip flopping.
You weren't.
You was
on that shit.
9/11 has been dealt with. He's trying to help you with shit we got to deal with later.
So, but you understand the point.
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
making,
I
right?
get
It's
your
like,
point, yeah.
Yes.
No, I get your point.
like it's minimal. Like I understand if you're like touching little fucking kids and shit, then they come out all weird. They think they're trans, whatever. I'm talking about you get touched at like 14 by a teacher,
That's good.
and all you need after that is what? Like all that happens after that is like what? You're into like a little kinky shit. You like threesomes. Do you know what I mean? If anything, you like older women, and older women need that. Who likes them? Right? If anything, if older women cared about future older women, they'd be out here touching 14-year-old boys so they would create more men that like older women.
Solid point.
This is how you plant the seed.
Solid point.
So it's not you and your cats.
Make a point, bro. Make a point.
Just trying to fucking save the world. Akaash is leaving me in this shit.
I tried to knock down a professor.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, can you be a professor if you're a woman?
Wow. Yes.
Or what do you call them?
Professor.
Oh, you don't.
That's a teacher.
It's a teacher.
That's a college teacher.
What is a male? What is a female professor?
A college teacher.
Oh my god.
No, I'm being dead serious. Isn't professor male?
You're like Mrs.
Huh?
You're like Mrs.
What do you call it, professors?
Like Professor Johnson and Mrs. Johnson.
Professor. Her.
What do you call a female professor, bro?
Mrs., yo.
Mrs., ma'am.
Yeah.
I understand there's girl doctors, right? And there's
Nurses.
male doctors. You could use doctor for both. But professor, I've never heard like professor, whatever, Mildred or something. What's a girl professor's name?
So you say Mrs. and then their first name.
You go Mrs.
So like Mrs. Shirley.
Mrs. Shirley.
Yeah.
And if it's a male professor,
Professor. Or doctor. Probably doctor's more respectful.
doctor.
Guy
No, but
doctor.
there are women doctors.
No, well.
There are women professors,
You just
bro.
don't put that in the title.
You're telling me you can call a female professor and
Yes.
they will not be offended?
No. Why?
Doesn't that make them sound like dudes or
It's
old or
Yeah.
something? You have to acknowledge if she's married or not. That's what you do. So Ms. or Mrs.
Mrs.
Or Ms.
Ms. is when you're alone.
Yes.
Mrs. is when you're married.
Yes. And you need to let them know Ms. or Mrs. So Mrs. is like, okay, you've done your job. And then Ms. is like, get your shit together. Like every time you say her name. So she remembers. It's like a little reminder to remind her, hey, you're not a woman.
You
yet.
got to get there.
Yeah.
You still got to get there.
I thought female professors were the adjuncts.
We're the what? What do you say? I didn't hear.
Adjuncts.
What does that mean?
Like you're there temporarily.
Oh, like the TA or whatever?
No.
The TA?
That's a different thing, I think. I think adjunct is almost like a temporary professor, right?
Yeah, it's like professor in training.
Yeah.
But when they're done training, what do?
They kind of
become-
always training.
They probably take messages for the male professors. You know what I mean? Make copies.
Oh, they work in that thing where you put the slots in to make the phone calls go?
Yeah.
You know, when you get
the switchboard.
Yeah, the switchboard.
That's switchboard. Yeah,
that's what a female professor
is.
is.
100%.
Oh.
Yeah.
I always wondered that. How many of them do we have working in the city that we make these phone calls and it goes through every single time?
It's impressive, yo.
It is impressive, dude. I mean,
we need a Women's Appreciation Day to just appreciate all the messages they take.
Yo, all the phone calls. Do you know? I mean, like, think about how many phone calls you've made, and never once has Shirley just dropped that thing by accident and then get it in. Look at that. Oh my God.
They must love that job because they love gossip and shit. So they just listen
Just
to everybody's
listening?
call and shit.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Do you think they made women do that job, or women were just like, I want that?
Oh no, they want that.
If you're gonna make me work, let me have some fun.
Dude, you know how paranoid you would be if your wife worked in that shit?
Oh shit.
All the phone calls that you would have to make?
Yo.
Oh my Lord. Nah, dude, you'd have to be single as a requirement for that job.
Yeah. Hey man, just I'm gonna come hang out, but I love hanging out with my wife so much that I might not be able to make it. Just really enjoy her company. She's so funny.
Okay. Shall we get into some things this week?
Yeah, let's talk about Mardigan and Mardigan first, though.
Ah, yes. This podcast, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you by none other than the Asshole Army law firm itself, Morgan & Morgan. Once again, if you have been aggrieved, if something has happened to you, if you deserve money for the things that have been unfortunately put upon you in your life, there's one place that you go to Morgan & Morgan. And remember, you get a free case study, and you only pay them if you win. That's how confident these guys are. You only pay them if you win. I also think that's how injury law works. But that being said, you only pay them if you win. Hiring them is 100% free unless you win. Okay, so for a free case review, visit forthepeople.com/flagrant or dial #law on your cell phone. That's #529. forthepeople.com/flagrant for a free, no obligation consultation. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, and don't you forget that, all right? Make sure you get your money. They got 500 attorney offices in Florida, New York, and across America, and they're going to find you the compensation that you deserve. Okay, you're injured, car crash, slip and fall. You know, it's snowy out there. Yes, people are falling. Some people are walking into poles. Some people are just slipping and sliding on the streets in their office. You deserve some money if people are putting you in dangerous situations and you're getting hurt. Get those billions of dollars that they're recovering right now. Morgan & Morgan, okay? forthepeople.com/flagrant for that free, no obligation consultation. Now let's get back to the show.
Melo.
Oh, yeah, this is... We know we've heard about like fake news, and we heard about.
Oh my fucking God! Are you serious?
You heard about fake news and
Jesus Christ.
CNN and Fox News and all these media outlets being completely biased and having narratives and storylines that they want to suppress, and narratives and storylines that they want to inflate. You know, you hear about MSNBC completely freezing Andrew Yang out of the presidential debates because the game is rigged, and right now we are witnessing the rigging of the game. Somehow, some way, Carmelo Anthony has become the player of the week for the Western Conference, a conference that includes the Houston Rockets, a conference that includes the Lakers, a conference that includes the Dallas Mavericks, okay? Somehow, with James Harden dropping 60 fucking points.
In 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes, 3 quarters. 60 points. Somehow, with Luka Doncic averaging a triple-double on everybody's head. Somehow, with LeBron James and Anthony Davis absolutely bodying motherfuckers. Somehow, with Paul Pierce. YG 13. What is it? Paul George. Paul George busting motherfuckers' ass. Carmelo Anthony and his measly 18 points and fucking 4 rebounds,
22,
or whatever they
22,
get.
22 points a game.
Whatever he gets ends up being the Western Conference Player of the Week. I guess he is the flavor of the week. This is absolute bullshit. This is the NBA making up for the fact that they froze him out of the league. They feel bad. Maybe it's a story that the Portland press is promoting. Portland has a lot of influence in the league. They have a lot of influence in these ESPN. Remember, Portland, big relationships with Nike, big relationships with Adidas. This is where their hubs are. If they want to put a little sauce on they want to put a little sauce on the league, and they want to put a little sauce on ESPN to write a nice article, or even put a little sauce on the NBA to write a nice article about this new player that they got. Hey, that might be the way to go. It's absolute bullshit. He does not deserve it, and I'm doubling down, tripling down on the fact that Melo will be a bust this season.
Andrew, gosh, there's many things I've called you.
All I gotta say.
Over this lifetime that we've known each other.
All I gotta say.
I've never called you a hater, but this is gonna be a first.
All I gotta say.
You're a fucking hater, dog.
I'm a hater, dog.
You're a fucking hater, bro.
I'm a hater.
This motherfucker came basically off the fucking street with no Lillard. First 2 games stunk, right? Obviously. He's shot close to 70% from the field? Getting close to 8 rebounds a game, 22 points per game as a third option. These motherfuckers, the Blazers, who a lot of people thought was like a sneaky good Western Conference team, might sneak around, and they added Whiteside. We was talking about the other week. The other day, they said, they got Whiteside, they got Nurkic, they got Lillard, they got McCollum, they should be good. They weren't. They were like 10th or 11th in the conference at one point. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker came back, 3 straight wins.
After 2 straight losses.
2 straight losses, no Lillard.
So
got you.
2 and 3.
2 and 3. Well,
he's
3 and 2.
averaging 14 points. Wait, what is he
averaging 17 a game, but that's his career average.
2.
But this week he's averaged 22 and 8. Listen, you can't tell me. The argument before was he should be overseas. He should be in China if he really wants to play basketball. He's washed. He's this and that. He's clearly not washed. He could clearly fucking help a team put it in the right situation. He's in the right situation right now. The NBA has moved towards his type of game. Small ball power forward. Don't got to guard no small forwards out there. Don't got to guard the Paul Georges or the Giannis's of the world. Go guard some big men. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, stretch the floor out, get rebounds, get the fuck out of here rebounds and rebound, and you got 2 great guards to play with. He's still a very good NBA player.
The actual argument against Melo, all jokes aside, we'd obviously clown on him super hard and probably were super harsh and maybe unnecessarily. I don't think so. The argument against Melo at the end of the day is he takes more off the table than he puts on it if you want a team that's actually contending.
Okay.
Now, if you're happy being an 8th, 9th seed, losing in the first round, Melo's your guy, yo. If he'll take a smaller role and eat his ego and come up off the bench or happily be the third option, cool, he has a place in the league. But if I want a team that's truly contending for a championship, Melo ain't on it.
Okay.
Melo on the Blazers, cool.
Okay.
Melo on the fucking, not even, like the Magic, great. And I'm not saying the Magic are shitty. I'm saying, like, that's the squad he belongs on.
And that's why he gets kicked off or not even picked up by all the contenders. He could have got picked up.
The Blazers are a contender.
Stop.
They were a
Not
contender
a
at the
real
beginning of the
contender.
year.
They're not a
They
real
had a
contender.
slow. They had a slow start. They went to the second round. Don't say stop.
Don't
Stop.
recreate
They
news.
went to the second round last
But
year.
why
You don't
recreate?
remember waving Paul George goodbye? Did that just? Did I
Don't-
just forget that?
But then why wouldn't they
recreate
pick him
news.
up at the beginning of the year? Why wouldn't they pick him up?
They went through a shit ton of injuries. They lost all their power forwards.
Oh, so why can't we just say they're getting healthy now and that's why they're
You're moving
winning?
the goalposts right now.
No.
You're moving
what
the
we're
goalposts
saying
right now.
is, What we're saying is
They're
he
8
wasn't.
and 12.
Yes,
Stop,
they
stop,
were
stop.
worse than that before.
Guys. Did the Lakers want him? No. Did the Clippers want him? No. Did Houston want him? No. Did any West Coast contender want him? No. When Portland was out of the playoff race, they're like, all right, just pick the fucking guy up. We can use a couple points or something like that. We're not going to win it this year. Obviously, we don't have the team. So, yes, he's good to fill up stats a little bit. And
But they're winning. He's the plus 50 or whatever when he's on the court. They're 1 game out of the 8th seed. You think the Suns and the Timberwolves and the Jazz, you believe in those motherfuckers? I believe in Dame Lillard and CJ McCollum before I believe in any of those
then
guys.
that's fine. If you want a team that is contending for an 8th seed, Melo fits. Melo's good there. But you're not a real contender as an 8th seed.
The reason why
they're
they
not
brought
real contenders.
How are they not real contenders?
You think they
They're
can win
real
the chip?
contenders last year?
You think they win
Absolutely.
the chip? I'll give you whatever odds you want, whatever money you want. They don't win the championship. Any odds, any money. That means I'll give you 1,000 to 1. You put a dollar
I said
on
from
it.
the beginning of the year, I've said the Lakers are winning it all. That was my fucking pick, right?
Did you put
But to
the
say that they're
camera-
not real contenders?
Did you put the camera on me at all when they were just arguing? Damn it. I really wanted a Larry David. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. You know, at the end of every episode, people are bickering, fighting, and he's just looking straight at the camera.
Listen, to say the Blazers aren't a real contender is bullshit. The reason why they went and got Melo is because they were starting off slow. They needed a pick-me-up. He was probably the only viable help that they can get from off the street at a big need at power forward. He's done that. He doesn't have to be the main guy. Like you said, if you're relying on 34, 5-year-old Carmelo Anthony to lead you to the championship by himself, of course you're not going to win shit. Of course. But you got your franchise player. You got your franchise backcourt. You got Hassan Whiteside, who, for, say what you want about him, he does what he's supposed to do. And Melo was just a guy who comes in, gets rebounds, and scores. He still has a place in this league. He should have had a place in the league last year. He was in a shitty position with the Thunder, shitty position with the Rockets. He's in a good position now. Apologize to Melo. Both of you.
Fine.
Both of you.
Fine. I might have to get testicle surgery, guys.
What?
Huh? I might have to. I've told you about how I have like some varicosity on the veins of my left testicle, right? Mm-hmm. And I think ever since I've been doing kickboxing, I've been doing a lot of these left kicks. It's a round one kick. And when I
apologize to Melo. Let me just
get this out. The round one kicks that I've been doing, they require like a lot of whipping, and I haven't had the right underwear lately. I've been using a lot of Hanes because my girl sleeps in my other underwear, and then she takes it back to her house. So I've been using these whitey-tighty Hanes.
What do you normally use?
I usually use a Joe Boxer, a size large, or I've been using some MeUndies that have a lot of like just support, and the Hanes,
you got some long ass balls, Larry.
Son, I got long balls, but it's like, and the Hanes are pushing my dick because there's not enough cock and balls section of it, so it's pushing my dick and balls between my legs, and my balls kind of hang between my legs like a dog's, more like. And
you do got some long ass balls.
I do got long ass balls, bro. But my left one specifically is very long, and all these kicks I've been doing, I think, are really stretching out the veins that are already kind of hanging down. And I think that I'm going to have to get a surgery to bring up those veins back into my like fupa, so that they're not hanging down and putting all that weight in my balls.
I don't see what that has to do with Carmelo Anthony and apologizing to him.
The point is, both of us are going to make a comeback this year. Okay. And the reality is, neither of it will matter. Okay? I'm not impressing anybody with these balls. Okay? I got my girl. She deals with the balls.
Listen.
She laughs at it. I have a big left fucking ball.
Are you saying your balls are a third option of life right now?
Bro, you know what the reality of the matter is it could affect my sperm count. Yeah, because your balls, if you guys didn't know, the reason they hang down is not for like fun games you play with your boys. It's because the temperature of your warmth. Testicles is so sensitive. It cannot be too hot or too cold, or else the sperm will die. Yeah. That's why I say if you're in
it's a guest house for your body.
It's a guest house for your balls. For your balls. For your sperm.
Yeah.
Right? So they say if you're in a jacuzzi, did you hear this?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's too hot, and it can affect your sperm count because it can raise the temperature.
And that's why your ball sack either scrunches up or it loosens depending on the temperature of your body. So if you're cold, it's going to scrunch up and get closer to your body for more heat, and then when you're hot.
And that's why rich people never have kids.
Why is that?
It's because they have these luxurious lives. They're in pools, they're in saunas, they're in jacuzzis. These poor people taking cold showers, they got fucking kids coming out of every orifice. Okay? Because they have nothing affecting the temperature of their balls, so to say. So it's a sincere situation. I might have to get a little surgery. I don't feel like you guys care.
I feel like that's premature on the surgery, I'm going to be honest.
I don't even want to say it, but what if it's another issue? What if I get one of my balls lopped off?
No.
One ball
Schultz out here, dogs.
One balls.
But if you're going to do that, are you going to also get the...
fake ball?
Nah.
What?
They do that?
The hemorrhoid taken care of since they're going to be down there?
No, my hemorrhoid's
100%
deflated.
get a fake ball if you got to get rid of one.
I would probably get a fake ball.
It's all about symmetry.
I probably would get a fake ball.
Balls are really just aesthetics anyway.
That being said, I think with less sack, my cock would look massive, dude. Dude, that fucking cock just hanging down past that sack. The sack is barely even there.
What about a sack tightening procedure? Like a nut lift.
Yo, son, my sack, that is great. If I got the nut lift, so you wouldn't even notice it was just one ball.
You know, like old white women get the shit tightened up right here?
I get my
you
nuts.
get your scrotum.
Yes.
Now your balls got a little more support.
And dick just hanging down like an elephant's trunk.
Sack lift.
Sack lift, dick all hanging. Dangle.
Yeah.
So your dick and ball sack are hanging at the same length?
So my ball sack sometimes, bro, if it's fucking hot.
Oh,
it's
boy.
Son, if it's
longer?
hot, dude. If it's hot,
It's resting?
bro,
Your dick's resting on the balls?
dude, if it's hot, dude. It is.
Yeah,
It is
you need to get
down
that surgery,
there, bro.
so.
You think?
Yeah. So. But get the Hemi.
No, the Hemi's good. The Hemi's the Hemi's deflated. All
But
that
it's still
kind of stuff.
there.
No, it's not. It's gone. It went away.
Really?
It went away.
Oh,
There's
I thought
chances
you
it
said
could
it
come
was-
back, but I try not to hang out in the toilet that much. I try not to push that hard. I let it come. Sometimes I would push till I got out of breath. And I think that's the problem. Is that there were times where I'd be
This nigga is getting
pooping
burped.
and I would push until I went out of breath. I had no more breath.
That's crazy, dude.
But I would get it
Eat
out.
fiber.
I would what?
Eat some fiber, yo.
Yeah, bro.
Take a probiotic.
Yeah,
some
but I'm off of
Chipotle
that.
or
I think I'm
something.
off of fiber.
Hey, man. Telling you.
How you off of fiber?
Is that one of those?
Some Raisin
The
Bran,
fuck
bro.
is... No, you're not off of fiber, yo.
Are you sure?
Vegetables? Fruits?
I eat both of those.
Some antioxidants.
Yeah, dog, you off of bread, son.
I'm off of bread.
berries.
Yeah.
I'm off of bread.
There's more shit with fiber in it than just bread.
Can I tell
Bread
you?
don't even got that much fiber.
Can I tell you a secret, Akaash?
Yeah.
I broke
Whoa.
for Thanksgiving
Oh, of course you broke.
Of course,
Thanksgiving,
you should.
Stupid ass.
and the day after.
You should.
I had some pasta.
Get in there, dog.
Yes,
It's
you
Thanksgiving.
did.
The whole week is Thanksgiving.
It
It's
felt
about
so
gluttony. It's the
fucking
best fucking
good.
holiday.
And no bullshit, my ball hung way more the next day. And I think there could be a connection between diet.
You know how you get sleepy after you eat a lot of carbs? Maybe your
Oh
nuts
my
just got a little
God.
sleepy in you.
Bro,
Your balls got the itis.
son, he's not. Dude, my balls look like they're lynched. Dude, it is bad, bro.
A lot of Watchmen.
It looks like the Watchmen, dude.
His balls are hanging in effigy.
Real talk, man. It is something we have to. I'm gonna find a way to show a picture.
His balls look like fucking Brooks and Shawshank.
Oh my god.
Son, big news. I gotta do some big news.
We should have opened with this.
That was pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you can follow possible one nut hanging
No, that
past
was
your
long
dick.
news. This is big news.
That was long. This is big. Big news. Okay, I'm actually telling you this, guys, early because the official
opened with
information that we're starting to drop with is going to come out this week, and you can get all the info on my Instagram or Twitter. You'll have the website, all that kind of shit. But a lot of you guys have been asking, where can we get the fashion? Where can we get the fashion? Where can we get the merch, as we refer to as the fashion? You've seen it in the videos. You've seen it on the dropping in. You've seen it on the vlogs. Where can you get the fashion? I'm wearing a shirt right now. I got my anti-social justice warrior hoodie. We are opening up the online store. Finally. Yes, it's happened. Right in time for Christmas so you and your loved ones can be dripping in that fashion. All the information's dropping this week. It's going to be open for 3 days only. While supplies last. That's it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If we make it to Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can look on my Twitter and Instagram for the links on how you can get the fashion. We'll start dropping information about it Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday. But you go out, you get it while supplies last. This is for Christmas. Make sure your loved ones are always fashionable, okay? They're always your plus one. They're always confident. Shouts to Naomi Smalls. We got to get her on the podcast soon. Anyway, that's my plug. Also, we got shows coming up. TheAndrewSchultz.com, Seattle. A few tickets left for that second show. Go get them shits. Vancouver, all sold out. Both shows. Salt Lake City, few tickets left for that second show. LA will be out there that week. Shadow Band show at the Comedy Store. That will be really fun with Santino, Tim Dillon, and Tony Hinchcliffe. And Edmonton as well. We got a few tickets left for the Edmonton show, so get on that shit right fucking now. Okay. You want to shout out
Yes,
some shows?
I got shows. I am going to be in Mumbai on December 20th and 21st. Big Desi Energy. Going home, India, come through. After that, to start 2020, on January 9th, I am at Hilarities in Cleveland. January 14th, I am at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick. Eddin going to be there filming. Andrew stopping in. I fully expect Alex to be there. Kaz, come through. You in Jersey.
I'll be there, goddamn.
January 15th, I'm in Helium Comedy Club in Philly. January 28th, I'm at Tacoma Comedy Club in Tacoma, Washington. January 29th, I am at the Punchline in Sacramento. January 30th through February 1st, I am in, where the fuck am I in? I forget. I'll think of that in a second. February 6th, I'm at Zany's in Nashville. February 8th, I am in Atlanta at the Laughing Skull. Rooster Teeth Feathers. That's where I am. January 30th through February 1st. Rooster Teeth Feathers in San Jose. Come through.
Shows, right?
A lot of shows.
We doing it. We doing it.
I see it.
I got ideas. I want to cook up for maybe two specials. And this year, and it will be 2020 and 2021. We'll see. I think I got a couple good ideas I'm working on with Schultz.
Right, motherfuckers is booked and busy. You love to see that. I only got one date to announce. The only important date for me, December 13th, 2019, Brooklyn, Barclays Center, Dussepalooza. Tickets are flying. I'm going to run down the motherfucking lineup for you guys just in case you ain't see it. We got Swiss Beats versus Just Blaze. Austin Mills.
What's first? They having a.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm so tight I can't be there, yo.
It's gonna be a fucking masterpiece. DJ First Choice. Where's Nasty? Master B. Austin Mills. We got Fivio Foreign performing. Afro B. Partisan Fontaine. Fabulous. The Locks. Cameron and Jim Jones in Barclays Center. Get your tickets on Dussepalooza.com/tickets. It's gonna be a fucking amazing.
I have dates too, if that's okay.
Oh, get your dates off, Eddie. Yeah. Get your motherfucking
we running
dates
out of time,
off.
honestly. I'm
sorry.
This is a limited time on this podcast.
Things to get to.
Get your stupid ass dates out.
If anyone cares, which you should, I will be at the Stumble Inn the 7th, 14th, 21st, and the 28th. I'm spinning. That's right, 8 o'clock. Come through. I'll give y'all some shots. Throw the assholes up. You know what it is. It's gonna be fun.
Eddin gonna hook us up with shots?
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
Of course. I'm there till
I gotta pull up to one of your sets one day.
Please do. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Come through. Yeah.
But goddamn. So we gonna get into some more deportes?
Yeah, man. Let's do it. What football did you want to? You know what?
I love to talk about how Tom Brady is allergic to black quarterbacks.
Son, let me tell you something. That motherfucker looks done, huh?
Bro, let's talk about it.
Here's why everybody's hesitating, myself included, because we've always had this thought about the Patriots. Every fucking year they win the Super Bowl since, 2005. Every year since then we've been like, they're done.
Yeah.
This is it. It's over. And then they come back and win the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah.
So I'm hesitating to say it, but he don't look right. The Patriots don't look fast or explosive on offense. They don't look good, man. They don't look complete.
They look terrible.
And the defense looks like it struggles with athleticism, i.e. black quarterbacks.
Yeah, bro. If they got a quarterback that could move a little bit, even like Josh Allen gave him some problems. And, he's not black, but he plays like one.
He sure does. I mean,
and,
not that bright.
Exactly. Not that bright. Just dives in head first. Completion percentage not that high. But he wins. But he fucking wins.
But he can run, boy.
Motherfucking run. But now, you know what the thing is? You know how I'm just like you. I'm like, you know what? Every year we say this about Brady and yada, yada, yada. But the one thing that's different from this year and all the other years is that Tom Brady would always take these fucking no-name guys, these guys who play like lacrosse or wasn't fucking drafted to Edelman, Chris Hogan, Wes Welker, all these white guys that can run and turn them into household fucking names. That ain't happening this year, bro. These guys don't look explosive. They don't look sharp. They don't look like this motherfucker. Everybody knew what Antonio Brown was accused of. Everybody. And this motherfucker was like, yo, you can stay in my house. This is how done he knew he was.
That Tom Brady, let me tell you something. Tom Brady, this is why he's the GOAT. Because he wants to win that badly with 6 Super Bowls that he said, yo, accused rapist, come stay with my wife and kids.
Stay with my wife and kids.
So we can win a 7th Super Bowl.
Jesus.
I already got more than anybody else.
I need more.
I want a 7th. Come, be with my wife, be with my children. Unsupervised at times, I'm sure. As long as we win, I don't give a fuck.
God damn.
That's the GOAT,
And
dog.
you know what's fucked up?
MJ ain't doing that.
You know what's wild?
Jordan Jackson will have motherfuckers at his house.
Jackson's, that's a Tuesday. Jordan, I don't know. But honestly, I think as the days go by, I'm thinking they're gonna give him a call. I'm thinking they're gonna give him a call.
Well, the league hasn't reinstated
wins though. Like you guys, they're still getting wins.
Yeah, but now they got to go on the road.
You know what?
For
They
the
just
AFC.
lost home field advantage. I don't know that the Ravens will win out.
Yeah.
Kaz was completely fucking right about Lamar. I still don't think they win the Super Bowl just based on the fact that it seems like every year there's a team that gets dumb hot around this time, and then something happens in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying they won't win it. I wouldn't pick them just because of that reason. That even. It's just like that's not a great reason.
Yeah.
But I just don't fully believe in them yet. But Lamar Jackson is MVP. I was team Russell Wilson forever, but it's got to go to Lamar now. Last night against the Niners was impressive.
Yeah.
And
best defense.
now the Patriots had to play in Baltimore, and that would be a thing.
But that's the thing, though. Those teams that usually get hot, the Ravens are that team. Like before, they were just winning off of like fucking Lamar craziness or whatever. But now, like the defense got together. Like Marcus Peters is like locked in. Earl Thomas is locked in. Like they're like hard hitting motherfuckers again, and like they're playing better.
It's a complete team.
They're a complete fucking team. I don't see them with any weaknesses. I still think the Saints take the NFC. I still think that's my Super Bowl.
I would love to see the Saints do it. I'm not fully sold. The way they're skating by game after game, I would love to see them win it because the Cowboys clearly aren't. I would love to see New Orleans do it. I love the city. Drew Brees is great.
Yeah.
I just don't believe in them. The way they're just barely beating everybody, I'm just not into it.
But this will be the year that they'll do it though. Like not the year that they're just mowing through everybody. The year because they're quietly 10-2. Like nobody's talking about them. Like the New Orleans Saints. Just quietly 10-2 in the NFC. The NFC East is trash. Fucking Aaron Rodgers is always gonna have something to say at the end of the day. Seahawks are going to be there too. But I think the Saints are just more complete.
I don't believe in the Niners. I don't believe in Garoppolo in the playoffs. I don't even know if they win the division. I still pick Seattle.
I still like Seattle too. Like there's just something about Russell Wilson, bro. Like
he's different.
When it's playoff time, that motherfucker has moments.
Time. Yeah, when it's winning
he has moments in the playoffs, and I think he's going to be able to go in
them out too early.
What is Big Truss?
That's what Mark Ingram always calls himself.
Sound good. Woo woo.
But what is it? Big Trust.
I don't know. It sounds good.
What is that?
Sounds good.
Scary.
It just sounds good, bro.
But is Big Truss a gang?
I always thought he was.
Why is it gotta be a gang? Just because there's black people yelling it?
Anytime a black person yells with his hands like this, I think it's fair to assume it's a gang.
Well, Justin Tucker said it last night.
Yeah, but he was mocking Mark Ingram. That was the joke. He was like,
and he went
white
Big
guy.
Trust. If a black guy does something with his fingers, right, and he goes Big Trust or something like that, I'm not saying he definitely is in a gang. But it's fair to assume.
It's fair to assume that he's been around some gangsters.
Yeah. If you see a guy with a beard go Allah Akbar in public, right? He could just be praising God.
Oh, God.
God damn, Eddin, this motherfucker asleep. And then when it come time to...
Look up Big Trust.
I said, what does it mean? What does it mean?
What does Big Trust mean? I think it's two S's.
We've been talking about what Big Trust means for 4 minutes, and you thought we just wanted to see the clip that we quoted verbatim?
What is Big Trust? It's slang for I agree because Lamar says that for almost everything.
Pompano slang.
Okay. Oh, so that's his nickname. Oh, big boy nickname for Lamar Jackson is Big Trust because he says that for almost everything. I can see that. I can see that being his nickname.
Big Trust. What is Pompano?
Pompano Beach.
Yeah, Florida.
It's Florida slang.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson.
Big Trust.
Yeah.
Big Trust.
Okay, I can see that.
Big Trust.
This is what you do, man. Just assuming it's gang activity.
See, if you see a German raise his right hand in the air and say some German shit, you could probably assume it's some Nazi stuff, right? He could be hailing a fucking cab really
Big
seriously. That's you know what I mean? But that's the thing, right? Like, if you saw a German just
mid-sound!
Taxi, please! The taxi needs to stop here!
It's like, I just like Lamar Jackson. Why does everyone run when I do this?
Just saying there are certain assumptions that make perfect fucking sense.
Okay.
Simon District!
But we were talking about, while you were out, we were talking about, is Tom Brady done? Is it a wrap?
Nobody made an ovens joke? Nobody did it. Nobody did it. Nobody went for it. Huh?
It was wide open. Nobody took advantage.
Big Trust.
Woo, woo. Yeah, he looked washed,
Yo,
bro.
my man looks sad, yo.
He looked washed.
So what's the deal with
Son, he looked old, crouching right there.
What is the deal with Tom Brady? What is the thing? He's not 43? Is it his age? Or is it that they don't have receivers? Because he was playing.
But he's never had receivers.
He was playing amazing in the beginning of the year. What has changed?
He actually wasn't playing.
I was hearing he don't look quite the same. The defense is great. He don't look quite the same. And now all of a sudden it's just like, whew.
So the defense got tired?
I always hear this in basketball and football with quarterbacks and then with star players in basketball. When they fall off, it's very sudden but very sharp, or very, very noticeable. Like even Kobe, I guess he got injured. When he came back, it was like, you ain't the same.
Right.
Yeah. Dirk wasn't the same. Tim Duncan wasn't the same.
60 if he wanted.
I mean, if you let him shoot every shot in his last game. Yeah,
well, that's what being a quarterback is.
Yeah, basically. I don't know, man.
Look, I haven't been watching, so I can't say. But
I'll
tell you this.
I want to know this, right? Here's the thing: is it his age that is causing him to play shitty, or is it the receiving core, which he had two of the most talented receivers in NFL history, arguably, with Josh Gordon and Antonio Brown, and all of a sudden they aren't there, and now now they can't get anything going on offense. I find that to be bare minimum correlational.
That's possible. No, that's a good point.
The way I see it, I honestly think in the beginning of the year, Bill Belichick, one of the smartest football guys in the world, knows that the league is moving towards these mobile type quarterbacks, these Lamar Jacksons, these Deshaun Watsons, these Russell Wilsons, Kyler Murrays, all these type of shit. He's like, yo, I got this all fucking world defense. I got this fucking 95 Pinto still running my offense. Right. It's like, dog, Bill Belichick ain't going nowhere, bro. I think he knows, like, yo, we got to get younger quarterback.
Oh,
I got 100. These plays that I want to run with these motherfuckers. I know I can't run it with your old ass, but I can't just cut you because you Tom Brady. You got 6 fucking rings. But he's a heartless motherfucker. He's cut people for less. So I'm thinking, like, I think Brady knows that Belichick's like, yo, like, I'm ready to come to try to move on you. Yeah.
And that's fine. And maybe Brady knows that as well. Maybe Brady wants to do 1 year somewhere else. I think the biggest story quarterback-wise in the NFL right now is maybe Ben Roethlisberger was just okay. Because the Steelers are playing very well with a 4th-string quarterback, no running back, missing one of the offensive linemen, I think, right? Pouncey's out.
Yeah, Pouncey's out because of the
kick into the head, shit like that. Maybe Ben Roethlisberger isn't as great as we all thought he was. Maybe they had an impeccable offensive line that could give whatever quarterback was back there the ability and time needed to make NFL throws.
Nah, the thing with Ben, though, is he would hang in there forever. Like, there would be plays where he should have been sacked 5 different times, but he's so fucking big, and he would hang in there forever and then make the throw. And the throw wouldn't be, like, the most accurate throw you've ever seen, but in the circumstances, considering how much the walls are caving in on him, it was so fucking impressive what he would do. Okay, and he would do it all the time.
Fair enough.
A lot of people, when he first started winning, and maybe early on it was more the defense, but then it was kind of like Russell Wilson. As it went on, you were like, oh no, this motherfucker's
he's
good.
The guy.
I always thought he was amazing. I liked him in college when he was at Miami of Ohio. And I remember thinking, and I'm not even a big college guy, but I remember seeing him throw going, holy shit, this guy's got a fucking arm.
Yeah.
And fair enough, he can get the ball down the field for these dynamic wide receivers like Antonio Brown, Juju. Juju's been out too.
Juju was out. They got this kid James Washington who's nice, but
James Conner out too.
Conner's out.
Yes.
Mike Tomlin's got to get a lot of credit. He's got to get Coach of the Year type shit.
Give Tomlin credit.
I thought they were done.
That being said, it's just an interesting situation to see somebody who we thought the whole team was built around. The entire team was built around Ben Roethlisberger, and then all of a sudden. And then all of a sudden you put these new guys in and their success, especially the running backs. Like that's what makes me think it's the offensive line is, okay, James Conner goes in and then all of a sudden has incredible numbers following who we thought was the best running back in the NFL. Le'Veon Bell is on the bum-ass Jets. Is he doing anything?
Yes, I mean, he's been all right.
Because maybe he's not that good.
Yeah. The offensive line makes all the difference for everything.
Maybe the slept-on situation in the NFL and in Pittsburgh has always been the offensive line. Maybe they've had the most dominant offensive line that we haven't given credit for.
Oh, the Pouncey twins are legit. They're like Hall of Famers.
And Villanueva.
David DeCastro is good. Villanueva is probably good.
They're future Hall of Famers, the Pouncey guys. They have held down that offensive line for going on a decade right now.
I mean, we knew the Cowboys' offensive line, right? Like we knew these guys were fucking legit, but I never heard them give any credit whatsoever to the Pittsburgh Steelers, or nobody give credit to the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line, and maybe it was because Ben was so dominant and he was so big that people are like, whatever, he's just going to throw the ball over. Did you ever hear anybody talking about the Steelers offensive line?
No, not really, no. And you know what
even now, from what I understand or what I'm hearing, it's more their defense carrying them. But you're right, like, they give up Le'Veon Bell, James Conner steps in and does just fine.
They give up AB, they're still producing. Now, this Mason Rudolph, I think, sucks, and this guy is apparently pretty salty, but, like, still, if you don't give a young quarterback time, I don't care who he is, he's fucked. There's, like, maybe one or two that can, like Lamar Jackson, because he's so agile. He can create time.
Deshaun Watson, who's got some Roethlisberger
Deshaun Watson, but even then, he was...
like breaking tackles and shit.
Yeah, there's a ceiling on what he could do. As great as he was his first years with no line, there was a ceiling on what he could do.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Baker Mayfield sucks because his offensive line sucks.
Right.
So... to your point, there's got to be some kind of offensive line production for this guy to be doing anything.
Yeah.
If he's completing deep passes downfield, he's getting time to do it.
It kind of makes you wonder, like, not wonder, but it kind of makes you realize why so many old quarterbacks aren't trying to give up their starting spot. You look at fucking, like, Kyle Allen or Cam Newton and Brady and Roethlisberger and all these, like, veteran guys, knowing that, like, my job isn't that hard when I have this fucking offensive line in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of times, these guys, you look at what's happening with Cam Newton now, if I can get a cheaper fucking upgrade for you, you know what I'm saying, that's younger, that hasn't got as many fucking dings to the head, I'm going to take it. You know, especially you look at Roethlisberger, like, are they really waiting for that motherfucker to come back next year? Like, I don't think so.
No,
I think they like Duck Rodgers a lot. I think it's a wrap for him. I think it's a wrap for Brady. I think it's a wrap for Phillip Rivers.
The Steelers are doing right now are winning. Maybe the best thing they could have done is just fallen in the standings, get a great draft pick, and
they traded their first for Minkah Fitzpatrick. That's why I was like, early on, I was like, this might be a fucking disastrous trade. Yeah. And Miami might come out looking like kings.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden they're 7-2 after going 0-3. So now they're 7-5 and they're in the playoffs right now. If it ends today.
What a shame! What a shame for Cleveland, huh? I really thought
they could still take Tua.
That Cleveland was gonna.
I think I remembered saying this on the podcast. Usually, when they have these teams early on, they just sign everybody, trade for everybody, and you're like, "Yo, those are the guys." It never works out in football. I don't know why.
Yeah,
there's too many moving pieces. I don't know. Chemistry's too important. I don't know what it is. But that, like, I remember that not working out.
Yeah. Same thing with that Eagles team from, like, I think 07.
Yeah, with Vince Young as the backup quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
He said we're the dream team.
Yeah, and they got fucking waxed every week. Same thing that's happened with the Browns, bro.
What else we got, Akaash? What else we want to touch on?
We could talk Kyrie's a little bitch fit. Terrell Pryor got stabbed. Nick Foles and Philly only good with each other.
Yeah.
Luka and Leonardo DiCaprio, Frozen 2.
Let's talk about your article.
Oh, yeah.
So, Akaash.
Yeah, I had a write-up,
everybody,
guys.
ladies and gentlemen, Akaash, a write-up was made about Akaash's stand-up.
You do what you want when
my
you poppin'.
First negative write-up.
Welcome.
Do what you want when you popping. Akaash, welcome.
So what was the context of this? Why did this happen?
So, shouts to Bash, asshole, sent it to me. And I can send you the link right now. I can text you the link. He said something about how I was on or something because an Indian girl with a white name hates me. And it's medium.com, so it's not some bullshit website.
No. Medium, literally anyone could write on that.
Yeah,
it's not like...
So Medium is like...
it's like a blog post.
Yeah, it's like Twitter, but like...
for long-form writers.
Your thing. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Yeah, well, that makes it less fun. But the the title, here goes another comedian who thinks sexism is funny.
By Rebecca...
Ansar, I don't know.
Okay.
Subtitle, YouTube, why did you even suggest this for me?
Hold on. This is actually really good. If you look at the top of her Medium page, these are the topics that you could click on to see other things that she's written. First one is feminism. Second one is relationships. What would a feminist know about that? Sexuality is the third one. Women, self, poetry. Wow. Okay, continue.
Okay. Then the article is about my joke, which is why Indian women are the craziest. And the idea of the joke is like in Hinduism, you cremate the body and then you spread the ashes in a river. And I said that's how crazy Indian women are. Like white people get buried in these beautiful plots of land, and we were like, look, when I die, you just set me on fire and then get me as far away from this bitch as possible. Yeah. So anyway, this is a great example of lazy comedy that relies on toxic terms of sexism gets a pass because I called a woman a bitch. I don't honestly know how the word bitch isn't hilarious.
I don't like when fat people call other people lazy. Like, if you go back to the picture that she chose, go to the picture she chose.
Oh, no.
Like, that picture right there.
Oh, my God. September 20th. That was a while ago.
Fam, she got the Ursula outfit on. There's no way.
Mermaid?
Son, yeah. She got the Ursula outfit on. And, you know, she's actually a pretty girl. But not a lot of flow in that outfit.
A lot of flow.
See, I'm not gonna.
She's pretty. She's a pretty girl.
She's a
Nice
good looking
teeth.
girl. She's a good looking girl.
But that being said, you're not gonna call someone lazy when you got the extra LBs, right? Like, we're not gonna do that. That's just stupid. Go on.
That's a great example of a lazy comedy.
In this clip, Singh describes any woman as so crazy, blah blah blah. He repeatedly uses the term "bitch" to describe the imaginary wife who's so terrible that she leads her husband to take these extreme burial measures.
Just out of curiosity,
doesn't know how many times
when
Akaash says
you,
bitch a day.
Yeah, but just out of curiosity, like when you write this article, what do you think Akaash is going to be calling you? Right? Like, when you're writing this article, do you think that he's going to be like, wow, this lady gave an interesting response to one of my
This
bits?
powerful female.
This powerful woman gave a great reaction to one of my bits. No.
This intersectional feminist.
Yeah. Anyway, what's this bitch saying? Go.
When critical thinkers speak up against things like the derivative waste of time that Akaash Singh calls his comedy routine, we are labeled as everything from the PC police to haters of free speech. No, I just call y'all fat bitches. If only we lived in a world where Akaash Singh could walk a few miles in the shoes of the South Asian women serving as a material for his jokes.
Do you know why these fat chicks don't care about free speech? Is because they're busy chewing. I would say whatever I want to say, but I choke on this donut.
Got 578 claps. I don't know
Hey,
what that
man,
is.
honestly, I wasn't even mad at it.
You shouldn't be.
And I thought the title, here's another comedian who apparently thinks sexism is funny, is true.
Yeah.
I think sexism is hysterical.
But she's upset that YouTube suggested it.
Yeah, I'll be
Maybe
mad at the
YouTube
algorithm.
knows you a crazy bitch. Maybe YouTube knows you better than you know yourself.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
And you watch the whole thing. So that's the other thing that's the other thing I don't realize. I don't agree with these haters. Like, you watched the whole bit, you got to the end of the bit, okay, and you felt a certain way about the bit. So you might not admit you liked it, but you liked it enough to watch the whole thing. How long is the bit? A few minutes?
Yeah, a few minutes.
Okay. It takes me 2 seconds to realize I don't like something. I click out, I stop watching.
Yeah.
Done. Okay? There are motherfuckers that did that already to this podcast. They not even listening right now.
Yeah.
Because they clicked out. You
Yeah.
watched the whole fucking bit, and then you made an opinion on it. You liked it. Whether you agree or not, you liked it. You made a choice to keep watching. You don't finish a meal that's disgusting to you. Right?
That's true. One bite and I'm done.
You don't finish a run if you're too exhausted to keep going. You went through the whole fucking bit. You liked the bit. Okay?
Yeah, I bet.
I just never understand people who
You
do
left
this.
nothing on the plate.
Who's that? Who's...
I don't even want to drag her, hate on her, or whatever. I just found it funny
It is
because
what it
I
is,
finally
bro.
got a bad review. I feel like I'm making it now.
Yeah, bro.
You out there, bro.
you do
Should
what
we
you want
listen
when
to
you
some
poppin',
poetry
bro.
and review some of her art?
Well, let's do that.
Let's go. Go back up. Go back up. Go back
Let's
up. Okay. To become her, a poem.
Alex, you want to read this?
No,
I feel like your deep baritone voice. You sing better than all of us.
Hold
I
on.
think it'll
Ready?
work.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Go ahead, Alex.
No, you got it.
Alex, come on, motherfucker.
I'll
barely
read
see-
it.
I can barely
I
see
don't
it.
know yet. I don't yet know how to be her. Who it is that I see gazing back in the mirror. I gasp for air somewhere in the middle of an obdurate current. I wince from pain as the old is unraveled.
See,
to
right here, I don't want to finish because I don't like it.
Yeah. I checked out.
try
See?
to-
I know,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Try to
I can't finish.
see that. Hit X. There you
yeah.
go. Just hit X.
But look,
See how hard that was?
look, we're not going to review your shit because we didn't get through it. That's the review. If you review, you had to get through it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
No, that shit was still trash.
But I'm saying, like, I'm not going to spend extra time. Like,
You know, maybe we're
these
being
people
judgy.
who spend extra time on something that they didn't like, are fighting with the feeling they have inside that they did like it, and they don't like that they liked it. Because think about it, you have to sustain that awful feeling. If the comedy was so bad and made you feel so awful and you thought it was so wrong, you would just remove yourself from it. Oh, yeah. If you cold outside, you put on a jacket. You don't sit in the cold and write a blog about how fucking freezing it is. You like that chilly feeling. You like it. On some level, you like it. But you hate the fact that you know that you have these like, this certain type of morality that you've decided to have, you've chosen to have, and it's not congruent with this comedy that you also enjoy. When a motherfucker writes a scathing review, I know they like it.
You arguing with yourself.
You argue with yourself.
You ain't arguing with me.
That's like when you defend yourself in an argument, it's because you kind of know you're wrong a little bit.
Not protest too much, bro.
Son, there's a great fucking, oh God, I gotta get it.
And this bitch wrote a blog because Akaash was speaking to her. She was speaking to her. Probably has an ex-boyfriend who's like broke up with her because she's crazy. It's like, oh, I hate these fucking.
Let me tell you something. You ain't writing poems if you ain't gotten dumped.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, anybody writing poems from happiness and good experiences.
Bro, there's a line. I'm going to get the line.
Except F.A.
But F.A. you can't.
These birds
crazy.
in the sky. Water drips, drip, drip.
Drip, drip, drip. Hold on. No, I got to get
it. Hey, we should do numbers out
there. Yeah, you doing numbers out here.
I know that fucking Medium ain't doing no fucking numbers like that. God damn. What was the hottest shit? Boyfriends was arguments?
The heckler video. I'm going to repost that. I'm
going
to redo that. Yeah, we're gonna fix that. Then the boyfriend's joint. The clip she hates, 315,000 views. That's what's up. I hope she got me another 518.
She definitely did. I want to find this fucking. You guys keep talking. I'm gonna find this shit.
Okay. What are we looking for?
Andrew looking for this.
Andrew got to write up. I'm sure.
No. I'm looking for a quote that describes this.
So you know what I was watching? I was watching fucking A&E special on Bring the Pain by Chris Rock yesterday, right? And it had like all these fucking cultural commentators talking about like how much it meant to comedy back then. I think like Charlamagne was on it, Ava DuVernay, fucking Hannibal Buress, Wanda Sykes, all this other shit.
Ava would have hated Bring the Pain if it came out today.
Dang, that's what made it so fucking so juicy. Because like I'm watching it, right? And she's like, oh, you know, the good thing about some comedy is that you watch it and like there's an audible gasp and you go, because it's like you laugh but you cringe because you know it's not something you're supposed to laugh at. And I'm like, Ava, if Bring the Pain came out today,
you would hate it. Dog, he talks about shaking women,
bro,
instead of hitting them.
We talk about, he said, I don't think OJ should have killed her, but I understand. Like, come on, son. You can't even say that now. You can't even say that now. And they're doing a 20-year retrospective on this shit with all these, like,
Black people versus N-words. You know how toxic these were? Toxic? God, bro. Toxic people would call that.
It was such a fucking great. If you got fucking Verizon or A&E on demand, go look it up because like Chris Rock, he has a bit when he was with Andrew Dice Clay, and he's like, "Oh, I'm writing my HBO special, whatever." And then
Andrew Dice Clay told him to watch Rocky, right?
Told him to watch Rocky. He's like, "Yo, you don't look excited." He's like, "Yo, go watch Rocky. You go ahead and watch Rocky. You remember why you got into us." And he goes and he watches Rocky, and you know, getting it from the dirt, yada yada yada, and then boom, obviously Bring the Pain, fucking classic, culture defining stand up comedy,
changed comedy
ever, right? But it's great to see. Like, this is why I don't understand like people who like write hit pieces about comedy, because history's never kind to you. Like, even if you're 1,000% right, even if what you say or feel like is valid, history's never kind to you because in retrospect, we only remember the good that comedy brings. We always bring, oh, wow, this person was so brave touching on these subjects, saying that, saying this, yada, yada, yada. Nobody's ever written a hit piece on a comedian and it was like, wow, we are so glad we got this comedian out of here.
In 50 years, a lot more people, I guess 20 years, a lot more people talk about views from the system.
Of course.
People who hated views from the system.
Motherfuckers, in 10 years, motherfuckers are going to talk about Flagrant 2 when they were just like, yo, man, when shit was fucking rough out here, they was over here going in. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a movement. That was a moment in time that happened that a lot of people aren't touching on. Like, history will not be kind to you. So I don't understand why you, like, I'm not a comedian.
I don't begrudge this girl. I even think about editing her name because I don't want her to think I care about her that much.
Uh-huh.
But
man, fuck that fat bitch.
Oh, wow. Wow. All right.
Hey, man, good looking out. I appreciate that. I don't hate her. I just know what this is. This is a girl who went to college and thought she figured out the world. And as you grow up in the real world and you realize and you get out of your college bubble, you're going to be like, oh, none of this shit matters.
Son, I got it.
What is it?
Meet me at the corner of the park.
I wish that was all you had, yo. That would have been so good.
No, I got it.
If you were just like signing contracts.
Okay, ready? I'm going to say it in Latin because that shit goes way back. That's how motherfuckers knew back in the day.
Okay.
Excusatio non petita, accusatio manifesta. And that means he who excuses himself accuses himself. In other words, don't explain. You don't got to explain for yourself. You just fucking do. Because if you're explaining, what did Brady say?
You're losing.
You're explaining, you're losing. If you're explaining, you're opening the door for them. If you're explaining, you're like, oh, come on in. Come on in, because here's the fuck shit. Yeah. If you act with zero bad intention, they got to put intention on you. Yeah. And you got to be like, nah, I didn't mean that at all. I don't got to apologize for shit. We out here having fun. We out here doing jokes, you know? Anyway, I think that applies to you.
Definitely implies.
And that fucking hungry hippopotamus. Dude, do you think when she's writing, do you think like she's just like typing away and it's like, these men ain't shit. These men ain't shit. I swear to God, why are you calling these women bitch?
What's their face slamming into? Is it a plate of fucking pork?
Oh, God. Oh.
That's a fucking KFC bucket.
Oh, boy. It's funny because she's fat and wrong.
Yo, what the fuck is intersectional feminism?
Intersectional feminism acknowledges that women, that it's not just gender, that there are other things that play into our experiences. For example, race, age, religion, all these other things that could also imply, add to or take away from their experience. So a white feminist might be dealing with different things than a black feminist, etc.
So it's saying, hey, look, I'm a feminist, but I'm going to pretend to care about your shit too.
No, it's saying, I'm a feminist, but I've had to struggle even more. But here's the problem with intersectional theory is that it only applies to the negative shit that you went through in your life. For example, they don't evenly apply it. Like, I'm a brown woman and also a feminist and also this religion and that's why blah, blah, blah. But they'll never go, but I've had two parents who are educated and have, given me the best possible life, and a two-parent household is the best possible thing for success. Right? It's only here are the things that have held me back,
right? Not
here are the things that have pushed me forward,
right?
Right? Like, you have enough free time to blog because you're in an amazing situation.
Yes.
Right? That intersectional brown feminist that's working 3 jobs doesn't have a blog.
Right.
Because she grew up in poverty, had children young, 100%. And she has to have 3 jobs to keep those children alive and fed.
Yeah. If you can write a blog about an issue, you're probably in pretty good shape.
Yes. Intersectional feminist is, I'm not white and I'm a feminist. Okay. That's literally what it is. Everybody needs, it's just women pulling each other apart. Yeah. Like, they can't just agree on even being women. Like, isn't that the baseline shit that you should just come together on and spec? All right, let's just agree on this.
Yeah.
Like.
This is why black feminism and white feminism don't get along at all.
Son, how can they not just look at sports and be like, oh, shit, every Sunday they just agree on one thing? Throughout the rest of the week, they don't agree. Yeah. But every Sunday they come together like, all right, we're all going to wear this color. We're all going to support this team. We don't give a fuck what's going on the team. We don't give a fuck. Nobody shows up to the game like, well, the amount of hours I had to work this week to be a Browns fan is a lot more than you. Therefore, I deserve. It's just like, do we want the Browns to win? Yes.
I live so much further from the stadium. I had to work so much harder to get these tickets.
We should do the intersectional football fan. Intersectional tailgate. That's what we should do, and just have that same bullshit
we should really
principle.
eat hot dogs because hot dogs are pork.
I'm already malnourished because of the horrible food decisions that we have in these impoverished neighborhoods we are forced to live in.
Dog pound is actually a bit triggering to people who work in animal shelters. So I really think the fans should, you guys, this section should just consider.
Eat the brat, bitch. The goddamn bratwurst.
We have to do it. We have to ask intersectional feminists their feelings on sports and how we can be intersectional about our sports.
Yeah.
How do we more intersectional about rooting for our sports teams? The Giants. I mean, how do dwarves and how do other like small people feel about that? You know what I mean? Like, how do these people that are afflicted by a lack of height feel supporting a team that is so prejudiced to those who do not have what these players do?
I know.
It's disrespectful.
Cowboys is triggering to the Native American population.
No.
I mean, yeah, and what they wanted to be the Native American population.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah, that is incredibly triggering.
They went too far west.
Yeah,
and now they just attack you. The Jets.
People can't afford plane tickets.
Dude,
yeah.
Do you know how much?
How hard it is to fly a plane?
This year, yeah. But seriously, the carbon footprint of a jumbo jet. Do you know what that does to the environment? I mean, you think you want to be pro-green. Their jerseys are green, but you're destroying all the greenery with these jets that are flying all over, just ruining the environment, ruining the Amazon.
Gosh,
it's disgusting.
The Packers.
Think about the gay people. How do they feel
about
that?
I'm a heterosexual man.
Yeah.
Like, I got to go root for a team that's packing.
Packing.
I don't like that.
Real talk. You got all these uncircumcised dicks with that cheese all in the front of it. You're just packing cheese every single day. This is disgusting.
Fucking Sunday.
That's what the cheesehead is?
That's what the cheesehead is. The cheesehead on your uncircumcised, smegma-filled dick. The 49ers, 49. How many cocks do you have to suck in a night, gay guys? We understand you're in San Francisco, but you don't got to take down 49 every fucking Saturday.
That's good.
Okay? Jeez.
Oh, boy.
San Diego, the Chargers. We get the Mexicans are charging the border, but that doesn't mean you have to name the team after them. It's racism.
It is racism.
Blatant racism. Miami, Dolphins. The Dolphins?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dolphins rape. Did you know that?
Dolphins rape.
Dolphins are rapists.
Dolphins
They're
are
rapers.
rapists.
Dolphins not only rape, that's what the Cubans are sneaking over in on fucking dolphins.
Dolphins are one of the only animal species that use sex as a weapon of force.
Oh,
so
but they
rape.
get pleasure too.
And they get pleasure.
Something like that. They
just
fuck for
they just
fun.
take
Yeah,
the
dolphins
pleasure.
are rapers.
Dolphins are fucking
rape.
rapers,
Dolphins
dude.
rape.
I mean, this is more. Give us more teams.
The New England Patriots. I just think it ignores the oppression of American politics.
American politics. Like, how can we be patriotic when we live in such a patriarchal society?
What
It's
about
disgusting.
The sisterarchal?
Yeah, what about the matriarchal?
Matriarch, yeah, matriarch.
Sistriarchal too.
Yeah,
Sister Act 3,
girls.
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Where's Whoopi? You know?
Shit.
I mean, come on. Give us more teams.
Fuck.
The Seattle Seahawks. A Seattle Seahawk.
What about the Beehawks?
What do Seahawks feed on?
What do they feed on?
Fish?
And the oceans are already so depleted. Decimated by those fucking Japanese eating up all the goddamn sushi every single night. Okay? You think that we bomb them? They've been bombing the oceans for fucking years. Okay? I mean, it's disgusting. What other ones?
Pittsburgh Steelers, man, doesn't leave a good carbon footprint on the environment.
Dude,
they should go green. They should be the Pittsburgh Greeners.
They should be the
Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh
Recyclers.
The Pittsburgh Recyclists. That steel industry just destroyed
lives.
Destroyed lives, destroyed communities. Okay? I mean, where's Erin Brockovich when you need her? You know, what else? Who else do we have? Let's go through them all.
We're running out of teams.
What
the
Carolina
Buffalo Bills.
Panthers?
Oh, Carolina Panthers. Okay.
Yeah, sure. You care about Black Panthers. You got a white running back. That's some fucking bullshit if you ask me.
You didn't let Diddy buy the team?
No, you didn't.
Did not. Don't like that shit.
What else? Who else we got?
Motherfucking Buffalo.
The New Orleans Saints. That's religious.
Oh my God! What if people don't believe in Catholicism? What if they don't believe
I'm
in
a
Christianity?
Hindu. I don't think I can identify as a Saints fan.
So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to just choose another team?
The Vikings.
You didn't get chosen to be raised in New Orleans.
Look at what the white man thinks a Viking looks like.
So disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
They should have red hair.
Come on.
The Oakland Raiders.
What are they rating? Stealing.
That's triggering.
Ugh.
That's triggering.
I mean, the fact that white people have raided Oakland and completely gentrified it, and now you're going to have the football team there as a sign, a beacon, a image that we cannot look past. I mean, you might as well put up all those Southern generals, on all
and
the
now you're leaving, just like white flight.
Just like white people.
Oh, my God. I mean, this is just... The Los Angeles Rams. Hasn't there been enough Me Too in Los Angeles? And now you got just guys ramming their jocks inside these girls for all these roles, and you're going to put a fucking image of that for these poor girls to see?
The Denver Broncos, I still think OJ did it. So to keep watching football, have to be reminded
of a white
Bronco,
bro,
every fucking game.
It's disgusting. It's the Atlanta Falcons. Okay, you have a black gay community, and if you look at the image of the Falcon, the wrist is just broken. It's hanging there broken, like he's asking you if you want another biscotti on a Delta flight. Okay? What is happening out here? It's an insult. It is an insult.
God damn.
The Arizona Cardinals. I got nothing.
Got me there, buddy.
I got nothing.
Whatever. You know what I mean. Fuck them.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I mean,
the Buccaneers.
How
All
many
the horrible
pirates?
things pirates have done throughout history.
I just cannot.
Rape and pillage.
I just can.
All Buccaneers did was rape and fucking pillage.
Chicago Bears. Will you look at that Will you look at that logo? Doesn't that seem like? Look, go back to the Chicago Bears, please. Stop fucking this up. Can you go back? Stop fucking this up. Holy shit!
Right there.
Eddin,
There
just
you go,
fucking
Eddin.
stop. Chicago Bears. We all know that a bear is a big homosexual. We know that, right? And that is what your colon looks like after one of them has been inside you, ruptured. Do you see that? It is a circle that has been ruptured by some big ass gay guy named Phil. Okay, and he filled your fucking asshole full of that dick and ruptured it. I mean, goodness gracious, Cleveland Browns.
That's offensive to me.
I'm offended. My culture is not a costume. Okay.
I thought that's his. You all can't even decide which
can't
culture
even decide
it is.
no more, bro. You see?
Point is, we need a little bit more intersectionality in sports, because clearly it makes sports fun and it makes it an activity that we all want to tune into.
Intersectionality is fun, I think, is the lesson
I think
here.
it is.
I think it
If
is.
you want to inject fun, that's why they make the best entertainment critics, because what's more entertaining than intersectionality?
Oh my God, you got it.
What's more fun
I don't know.
than pointing out the problems with every single thing on Earth?
I do not know. I do not know. I do not know.
Isn't it funny? These guys are always tend to be the guys who are like, I just want to be positive. I just want to always preach positivity. And then you find flaws with every fucking thing you come across.
Yeah. Why can't they be HIV positive? Wouldn't
Well,
that make
it's
things
back
so
now.
much easier? Wouldn't it make it easier? They'll only be doing those Medium articles for another 10 years. Now you can live with that shit now.
Oh gosh, yeah, nah. You just get your
Well,
little
I guess like this,
headshot.
my age just pop up.
Okay, what else? What else we got? Because we got to get out of here soon.
What we got?
Anything else we need?
The Brazilian president.
Terrell probably getting stabbed by
Terrell,
that hot chick.
Terrell probably got stabbed by a cutie.
So, but didn't he also have an assault case with her?
Yeah. So apparently, like he was like putting hands on her a lot, and she was just like, "Fuck it."
I
She
knew
had
it,
enough.
man.
I'm just gonna
I
stab
knew
this
it. When
guy.
she was smirking like that in that
Yeah,
mugshot,
she was like, yeah, I did
that
it.
was a mugshot of, I had enough. That was a Medea
Yeah.
mugshot. That's
Yeah.
the end of Medea when she
That's a
told...
J-Lo movie, son.
Once I saw that smirk, I'm like, he had it coming. Yeah, like, look at that. Is she cute? Does that look like
she fine.
Yeah, she a
Yeah,
little cutie.
bruh.
That's the thing I don't understand about
Look at
hitting-
Alex trying to pretend he interested.
Like you like
Nah,
brown
she's hot.
women.
No,
Throwing
but
in that,
think
Medea.
about this. Like, the thing I don't understand about, like, hitting women, right,
Look
is
her
that
up.
you're ruining your investment. Right? Like, it's the same thing with slaves, too. It's like, you see all these slave movies where they're, like, beating the shit out of the slaves. They're, like, scarring the slaves. They're doing all these things to the slave. And it's like, why would you treat...
It's poor management.
It's horrible management. Why would you do that to the thing that you need?
You should have let everybody sleep in the big house.
Son, you want productivity. They can't be productive. They can't bend over, right? And they can't pick shit
You
up.
think there was like a Google slave master that was just like, let's treating slaves super well, and then the output was crazy?
I honestly, it seems like a more effective way to do it, right? Like, think about it. Think about it.
I really don't like to think about it.
So, y'all were over there. You didn't have to. You guys sold them all.
I was first generation. Just like
no, but do you understand what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. So this girl that you're going to spend all this time with, this girl you're going to want to love and live with, etc., that you want to find physically attractive, you're actively making her less physically attractive? It makes no sense.
Let me tell you something right now.
Please.
What's today? December 2nd?
Yes.
By December 2nd, 2020, she's going to have a VH1 show. Guaranteed.
Oh.
She's going to have a VH1 show. I'm looking at all the pictures. She
deserves one, yo.
I'm looking at how she is. She got the smirking mugshot.
I Andrea.
You wow, Andrea, fine.
Yeah,
I guarantee she will be on VH1 with Shaq's wife and all the other bitches' wives on that show.
I can't find her IG. Damn.
Yo, she's cute, man.
Oh, she's cute. And she's like, yeah, I did it. And I think if you click the story, I think one of her friends said, oh, we should have just left him to die.
Well, they called the cops?
Yeah.
Or they called the whatever?
Let me see if I can read this. According to court docs, a female witness told police prior was the aggressor and had been waiting for Brinson after she went clubbing with friends. Cops say one of the witnesses was overheard saying Brinson was just defending herself and added, we should have just let him die.
Let me ask you, women, why are you still dating NFL players?
Son, it is a great question, dude. It's like,
why do you go skydiving? Like, it might be fun, but
the chances of you
making it skydiving are way better than you not getting hit by an NFL player.
At what point, like, where are we at with NFL players abusing? What percentage are we at?
It seems pretty high.
Are we at 30?
I won't say
it's not 30, but it's a high enough percent that you should think about the shit.
Here's the thing. I still think it's relatively low just because there's more people on the NFL roster, so it may seem like a lot.
I would guess 10. I would guess 10%.
10% is what we know of.
That's what we know.
10% of what we know of. What do you think it really is? NFL players who hit
my
their
guess,
wives?
I feel like we know about like 5%. But because like you said, there's 22 players on a team, 30 teams, that's 650 players on a team, 660 players on a team, whatever it is. All right, that's a lot. And we hear about 10 of these cases a year.
Yes.
One is a lot.
I'm assuming there's 10% because I'm also accounting for the stuff we don't know of.
Dude.
But if you went skydiving and had a 10% chance of dying, would you go?
I'm not skydiving, bro.
Dude, it is mind-boggling. And also, there's another thing that's very important. Like, even if when you talk to NFL players, and we've all spoken to NFL players, most NFL players, and they'll tell me this, are fucking retarded.
Yeah.
You're dealing with the dumbest athletes.
Yeah.
Like, some of them can't even fucking read.
Yeah.
Dumb. Okay? So you have the dumbest of the dumb, and they're going to hit you. You're a fine girl. You can get a guy that's got some money. You're even better off with a drug dealer, realistically speaking.
It's almost like taking a charge on an NBA team.
What do you mean? Being in a
relationship with an NFL player.
It's like you're gonna get hurt.
You might get hurt, but in long run, take one for the team. It helps the team out eventually. Like, you get paid.
Nah, man. If you date an NFL player and some shit goes down, it's like, I don't know. There was a lot of signs on the way.
Like, you should have known.
On a smaller, less like whatever devastating scale, like when a woman dates an athlete or a rock star and they cheat on her, and I'm supposed to feel bad for her, I'm like, what the fuck did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
How often does this work out?
It's like joining ISIS. It's like joining ISIS. Like, something bad is going to fucking happen.
There's no way this ends well.
No way.
If you expect this to be he's faithful or monogamous or whatever the fuck you think this is going to be.
The nicest, most clean-cut NFL player is on record saying, if you're explaining, you're losing. Like,
these are the alpha males of the world.
But think about that.
Yeah.
That's the nicest NFL player that you could ever have, and he won't even argue.
And he says that to his wife, who's richer than him.
Who's richer than him. So he ain't even discussing it. So now you have some dumbass defensive lineman who's got an IQ of 40. Do you think he's going to sit down and talk it out?
And brain damage?
He's going to hear you say, did you say hike? Tackle time! Tackle time! You're dealing with literal retards, ladies. You can do better.
Oh, she will. That mugshot's gonna get around. A mugshot's gonna get around. She will. She'll be just.
Ladies need to go after baseball players.
Son, baseball.
That's the move, yo.
They're not real athletes, so they're not getting pussy.
They fucking blend
They get
in.
real athlete money, so
they get real athlete money. They aren't athletic enough to whoop your ass good. You know what I mean? They're gonna whoop your ass like someone with like a regular job.
Yeah.
Like a mechanic
Like
ass
a mechanic ass whooping. You're not getting an NFL ass whooping.
Yeah, a mechanic ass whooping with some millions of dollars attached to it.
Sign me
You
up.
probably take that.
Do you know what I mean? You get blindsided by a TN, bro. It is a wrap for you.
Yo, these are killers,
Baseball
dog.
players like blend in with society a lot better too,
Bro.
Like motherfucker, like Bryce Harper could walk in right now. I'd be like, I don't know, maybe
You'd
that's
never
him.
know who the fuck he
Who the
is.
fucking
Dude.
know?
He's not gonna have the same ego that the NFL players.
They all
can
wear
have.
hats, so you know people always look different with hats off and on.
Son,
Yeah,
go get
a baseball
yourself
player,
a baseball player, a golfer. Get yourself a golfer, dude.
Golf is the fucking way.
Golf
you on the
is the
road with
way-
this guy. He got mad free time.
Yo,
My man got time, yo.
you're in great weather all the time. You're not fucking practicing in snow. Ain't no snow golf tournaments.
Oh my god.
You
That's
come
the
with them on
best.
the road.
Like if you're with a comic, like if you with me, like my girl, I can't take her in every city. She don't want to go to fucking Cleveland.
Yes.
While I'm at Hilarities.
Yes.
You know
Let
what
me
I
go
mean?
to Pebble Beach.
You date fucking Rory. No matter how successful of a comic you date, there's some cities where she's just gonna be like, nah,
We
bro.
not going.
Yeah.
Golf is constant resorts.
Resorts.
Fucking beautiful weather, palm trees everywhere.
It's like being on The Bachelor.
Oh my, it is.
Every night is a
And
different.
you got chose.
You got chose. The rose is for you. How could they not be smarter? How could they not pick better? It's mind-boggling to me. Go to the country club. Sneak into the country club.
Not only will they not beat you up, you could fuck them up.
You could fuck them
Tiger
up.
Woods' nanny,
He ran away from his nanny, bro.
bruh,
He
she
ran away.
took
He
a
was
golf club
afraid
to
of his
him.
nanny.
Motherfucker took
Son.
3 years to get his swing back after that shit, bro.
Real talk, bro.
It took a minute.
Yo,
Take a
this
minute.
is a no-brainer, ladies. Any assholes that are listening, lady
Go out for a
assholes,
baseball player.
go out for baseball. Go out for golf, okay?
Get
go
the
out
9-iron from the golfer.
Exactly. And I know you think we're saying Caucasian sports. No, don't go after hockey players. They are white football players.
is
They're
true.
going to beat your
Out.
fucking ass.
This is true.
Don't
Rugby,
do
out.
it. Rugby out. Out. Simple as that. I'm trying to think of sports where they won't beat you.
MMA out.
MMA out. What are sports where they won't beat you?
Golf. Tennis.
Tennis.
Tennis
Oh
players.
my
Tennis
God.
players
They won't
low
beat
key
you,
get bad
no.
bitches.
They get bad bitches.
'Cause they
Everybody
know.
knows them. They respect
It's a
them.
warm
That's
weather
it.
sport.
Warm weather
Play
sport.
outside.
Do it. Don't go to shit that they're gonna beat your ass. Darts, they will beat your fucking ass. Darts is just practice for beating your ass. They're just like, huh.
Yeah, but that ain't a devastating hit. That's like
Son, if them darts is good though.
Curling.
They get a
too.
little fucking judge mallet at the end. Hear ye, hear ye. Stop going out so late.
curling. You don't want to
Curling.
get a curler. Because you sweeping like, see, this bitch ain't that hard, motherfucker. Sweeping this shit down.
Son, get a
Oh, why
sock.
can't you do this shit sometimes? God damn it.
Yo, you think that you think a girl, like a woman gets abused by a curler when she's cleaning up? Yeah. It's like, this shit is all wrong, dude. Stupid bitch.
Living them streaks, god damn it.
Your form sucks. I can do fucking everything.
Son, get with a soccer player. You bump them, they just hit the ground, grabbing their ankle and shit.
Exactly, bro. Yo, they
Soccer
soft.
players.
Soccer players are soft. Yo, ladies, we just mapped it out for you. If you fuck up from now on, you fucked up from now on, okay? You got to stop dating the retard athletes. And there's a few of them, just don't do it. It's too risky, okay? Football, rugby,
MMA.
hockey, MMA, boxing.
Curling.
Curling is just tough because they're better at the woman shit that you're supposed to be good at. Okay? What else? That's it.
That's it.
That's
MMA
pretty
and
much
boxing.
it.
Did you say?
Yeah, we said it.
Yeah,
It's pretty
lots
much
of
it. You just stay away from
trauma.
those sports, you're good. If you don't stay away from those sports, you have to understand you will get your ass beat.
It ain't worth the risk. Risk ain't worth the reward.
Flagrant 2. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see y'all Friday. Keep it tight.